champions, champions of Europe finally. History made in Istanbul. The treble complete.
History makers. For the first time ever, an English club have won 4 titles in a row.
Hello everybody, welcome back to Typical City, another watch-along, and it's a big one. It's a big old juicy, succulent match of football we've got to look forward to, and we've got to bloody win it. We have to win this match, because if we don't, you just, no point really, no point considering us in a title race when you're absolutely gift wrap with a little bow on top. Thank you very much, Chelsea Football Club, for that last minute, winner rather, against Liverpool. Handing a massive opportunity to finish this Premier League weekend, and before going into the international break, 2 points behind the Scousers and 3 behind Arsenal, meaning we are very much in a title race, a big one, and we are in a much, much better situation than we were last season. And I mean, come on, man, Brentford away is a tough game, but you don't get these opportunities as often as this. You don't. It's rare. So when you get them, you take them. You absolutely snap them off at the shoulder and gnaw it a little bit. And then go, bin it, and done with it. I'm finished. Taking that chance. Thank you very much. And we climb the table, albeit there's still other sides ahead of us. You know, there's still that new group of teams that I'm not convinced are actually going to be there at the end of the season. You know, the likes of Palace, who just lost. I was a little bit late. I was going to go live a little bit earlier than I did, a couple of minutes before the scheduled 4 o'clock time, but I wanted to watch Crystal Palace lose, and bloody Jack Grealish scoring a winner for Everton. So while I'm buzzing at the same time that Crystal Palace have finally lost a game, because I was getting a bit worried about them. They were bloody beating Liverpool with ease, you know, and we've got to face them at some point. You know, you want them to have lost before that, to have that loss in their system. They've done that, but the team that have done it are the side we're facing next, which is Everton after the international break. So they'll be full of confidence as well. But of course, it won't be a Jack Grealish Everton. But forget that. I'm looking far too far into the future, because we've got Brentford today. Blues. Make sure you're liking the video. Make sure you're subscribing. If you're new around here, if you're interested in becoming a member, the link is in the pinned comment as well as the description of this video. I hope you're all doing well. I hope you're predicting a win for City today, because if you're not, get the fuck out of it. No, I'm joking. You're welcome to predict anything you want, but surely we do the business today. I'm a bit nervous, actually, about this one because of the circumstances. I was more confident and feeling a bit more relaxed prior to the Chelsea game and Liverpool game. Since then, the nerves have spiked because of the importance this game is now levelled on its head, you know. Merla, good to see you, mate. Morning Blues. It was brilliant to watch Liverpool fall at the bridge like Harold Hadrada once did. I don't get the reference, mate. I'm not very educated on many things, to be honest. On many things. That being one of them, whoever that guy is, Harold Hadrada. I'm not sure who that is. This will be tough. But we need to make sure of this rare opportunity. I'll go 3-1 City. Hope so, mate. Hope so. Douglas. Great victory for Chelsea and a great historical reference. Merlag. Well, Douglas knows. So Douglas is educated on the matter. Douglas in Merlag. Whereas I should just fuck off out of the room, because I don't have a fucking clue what either of you are on about. So, though the Scousers aren't... it's a Viking reference, and that Stamford Bridge was in the northeast. Oh, Douglas seems to be even more educated on the matter. So, take that. Take that, Merlag. James, how you doing, mate? Arsenal, I would not get too comfortable. Liverpool, what goes around comes around. City just take care of business and score goals at the end instead of conceding. That seems like a basic concept for winning the football match, James. City 4, Brentford 1. Mr. Reptiles, I predict 2-1 for the Blues or 1-0. It will be a tight match. I think it will be, Mr. Reptiles. I think it will be. Good to see you, Phil. Hello, Jonny. Hello, everyone. Straight to it. Brentford 1, City 3. Don't care who scored. Just get those 3 points. Never thought I'd cheer a Chelsea winner. I don't have much of a problem with Chelsea, you know. My brother-in-law supports Chelsea. He's a Cockney. He's a big Chelsea fan. So I don't have a soft spot for them that much, but I don't mind them. I'm not irritated by them. really. They don't really bother me. Only the John Terry Wayne Bridge game. That was when I had it in for him. That day when Carlos Tevez, Craig Bellamy, the white strip with the red and black stripe. Do you remember that game? What was it, 4-2? That was such a good game. Wayne Bridge giving his missus one. You know what I mean? He's cheating misses. I take that, John Terry. Do you know what I mean? You're cheating. Do you know what I mean? That was a good game. That was. Good to see you, footy news. Church of the Poison Mind. This is going to be very difficult. The Bees are ferocious at their hive. So my prediction is 6-0 to the hyper-humongous Sky Blue Juggernaut. 6-0 is a very unorthodox prediction for Church, but I mean, one day, mate, one day you'll get it right. The Bees. I heard a conversation the other day. I can't remember where I heard it. What do you reckon? You know how we're the Citizens, the Brentford are the Bees, Brighton are the Seagulls. Are Chelsea the Lions? Are they Lions? What are they? I don't know what Chelsea are. Who's Lions? Who's the Lions? I've forgotten who the Lions are. Who do you think would win? I actually think we would, because we're the citizens. We're the human beings. We fuck everything. Human beings destroy everything. Animals stand no chance against a human being. So who would win out of the animals or things, the entities that are associated with the club? Like, obviously, West Ham. Are they? What are they? They're not the bubbles, are they? They can't just be bubbles, like bubbles floating around. They're not bubbles. Are they bubbles? I know they sing Bubbles, Forever Blowing Bubbles. I need to say Bubbles a few more times just to make sure you understand what I'm talking about. But yeah, I don't think they'd win many, to be honest. But the Bees, and it depends on how many bees, doesn't it, Church? I mean, you're talking about one or you're talking about a swarm? Because that would fuck you up, that would. A swarm of bees, big time. Rehabim, good to see you, mate. 3-1 for City. True Blue, Liverpool losing again. City have to take advantage. City 4-0. Kabir, City have to take advantage. Liverpool losing and no way letting Arsenal win the Prem. I'd love that. They were sneakily my favourites before this season. I was worried about the transfer window, and Isak and Wirtz were meant to do better than they are doing right now. So I still had Liverpool as, like, you know, those being a dangerous team, of course, but like, there was just something about the squad of Arsenal and that's been built. I still think Arsenal's biggest downfall is going to be Mikel Arteta, because regardless of the squad, we are all talking, well, the media are all talking about Arsenal's squad, how they've got two top quality players in every single position. It doesn't really matter when you've got a manager who picks the wrong players for the right moments in big games. He did it against us. Everyone said he should have played Eze. And when every City fan, when you saw Eze wasn't in the starting 11 and Trossard was, don't tell me you weren't buzzing, because everyone was buzzing. Every City fan was like, oh, that's great news. A little tick in the advantage column for Manchester City going into that game. And if he makes those decisions frequently throughout the course of the season, then it's going to hurt him, because it cost him against us. If he'd started Eze, who knows what that game would have become. You know, we come away with a point and, you know, good defensive performance from us, but it might have been a harder game to defend against with Eze on the pitch. So hindsight is being applied there, but I still think Arteta, you know, he's got a mistake in him as a manager, you know, picking the right team, for example. So I'm curious to see how Arsenal do at the end of the season, when his calm, collected behaviour at the start of the season boils over at the end of the season, when he loses his head, as he has done in all the previous seasons, where he's been this very charismatic, enjoyable, chilled, like, yo guys, I'm Mr. Lego Head, nothing to worry about, chill. At the first half of the season, but as soon as they start dropping the odd little point here and there, he starts shitting the bed and starts throwing his arms at the referees, you know. We're seeing it from Slot right now as well, nice and calm and composed, but we saw his actual feelings when Crystal Palace got that last minute winner. So I think there's a couple of hothead there between the two of them, and actually the calmest manager out of the expected top three for me is Pep Guardiola. I think he seems chill, you know, and I'm looking forward to the season, really am. RG Sneaks, got to win this one. Brentford 0, City 2. Alex says Cherky travelled with the squad. He did. Would love to see him get some minutes. JSTA guy, I think we can beat them quite easily. If they'll go a man-to-man, we can exploit them on the counter. An easy brace for Haaland and 4-1 to City. Doku and Rodri score the other two. Well, there's no Doku as well. We'll talk about that in a minute. And also, man-to-man's an interesting one, because our antidote to their man-to-man approach was quite often Edison over the top. We're not going to use Donnarumma to do that. He hasn't got the accuracy to do that. You know, that's not a pinpoint precision pass is what we're talking about. Like laying it right onto the boot of Erling Haaland or Marmoush that against Newcastle actually, wasn't it? But still, games where Edison for man-to-man has been key. So it's going to be interesting if they do go man-to-man today, because without Edison, it's going to be harder to overcome, really. But still, you could just go long and get it in the vague direction of Erling Haaland and hope he wins his battles. The fact that they've got Ayer, Collins and Vandenberg as the back three means it's going to be hard for him to win those battles. But if they are going man-to-man, should only be one of them to beat. So, we'll see. We'll see. Del Clouds, if we lose this, we're cooked. Lucian, City, I'm feeling 2-1. You're feeling Brentford beat United comfortably. But let's be honest, I'm better than United squad. Liverpool eating their own medicine. So a win would be great. Epic Sports says, hey, where are you all from? Let him know where you're from in the chat. Where are you from, actually? I'm always curious to know. I actually know where a lot of you are from now, but I mean, there is always some newcomers who join. And yeah, let us know where you're from. Interesting lineup, says Ryan. Why does it say Watchalong is starting in 30 minutes after kickoff? Does it? Oh, it's because you're a dumbass. That's why. You literally woke up 6:30 to watch this and you start in an hour. Right, I get you. You woke up. You could have gone back to sleep there, mate. That's an hour wasted. All right. And I do remember you, K-Line. How you doing? If that's how I pronounce it. I always just say it quickly. is it Carlane or K-Line? Can't remember. But I do remember you. And I remember struggling with your name last time, which is why I remember you. Alaric from Sydney. Game starts at 2:30 a.m. for you. Bloody hell. Fair play, mate. Fair play. Oh, good to see you, Christine, as well. Good to see you. And Johnny, pack day, I don't know what that means. I do not know what that means. But thanks for saying my name 3 times. Appreciate it. Scheistem, where's my 99 Doku? Dribbling and no shooting, 0 shooting. Yeah, interesting. So we'll talk about that team news, actually, because Babe is going to play on the right and Savinho is going to play on the left. Which is exactly what no, not the Savinho part. The who is better on the right out of Bob and Savinho is what I said. I think Bob is better on the right than Savinho is on the right. But I would argue Savinho is better on the left than Bob is on the left. I still think Doku should be playing because of his form. I'm surprised he's not. I am very surprised that Doku's not starting this game. I wanted Bob on the right. That's what I did want. And I think that helps with the fact that we've got Nunes behind him, meaning we could probably see Nunes quite far forward in this game. So let's go through the whole team first of all. We've got the big man, Donnarumma, or one of the 2 big men in Donnarumma. Nunes, Diaz, Vardiol, O'Reilly are the back 4. Rodri probably isolated on his own in front of that back 4. Bob, Reinders, Foden and Savinho. Foden, who's been omitted from the England squad as well. So it's going to be interesting to see if he's got a B in his bonnet. Hey, B, Church. We're playing him. B's. Said B in the bonnet, and that's who we're playing. Brentford. And he likes to score against the Bees, doesn't he? He loves a goal against Brentford, does our cheeky Phil Foden. So hopefully he can do that today, because he got a hat-trick. Was it last year or the year before? I think it might have been the year before when he got a hat-trick against Brentford. Pretty sure it wasn't last year. I don't think did anyone get a hat-trick last year? Did anyone get a hat-trick last year? That's an interesting question. I don't remember any hat-tricks last year. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm right here, James. I'm right here, mate. Brentford team. Was I late? I wasn't that late, was I? Wasn't that late. Kelleher, I think, is a good goalkeeper on the quiet. He's a reasonably good goalkeeper. But that back 5 of Coyote, Ayer, Collins, Vandenberg, and no Lewis Potter. They could actually swap, by the way. Hickey and Coyote could be on the other sides of that defence. Could be the other way round, because both have played left back and right back. But I've gone with Coyote going down the right. But no Lewis Potter's an interesting one. I didn't actually see Grealish's goal, by the way. It was a bit fortunate, wasn't it? He just sort of bumbled it in. It sort of hit him and went in. But anyway, Grealish with the winner. Bloody hell. Jack Grealish. I'm not sure he'd be any good in our team this year. You know, the way we've been playing in particular is the fact that he's scoring goals for Everton. I'm kind of pleased for him. You know, I'm not that bothered, really. I actually picture him now back in this City side. I don't think he would be getting in the side that often, to be honest. If you think of all of the choices we've done, really only Bernardo Silva, and Grealish has never played on the right. So it's only really had a holding sort of winger on the right with Bernardo Silva. But yeah, wish him all the best. Anyway. But yeah, in front of the back five, Yarmouk, Henderson, Damsgaard, and then a front two of Thiago and Kevin Schade for Brentford, which is going to be worrying on the break. Schade in particular is very quick, and Thiago is going to be a focal point, a point to aim to for the Brentford transition when they win the ball back, go long, hit him, it sticks, and then he brings in the fullbacks in Hickey and Coyote and Schade as well to bring in. Very similar to how Palace break on sides. Hit Mateta, find Munoz or whoever it is on the other side. You know, just hit the big man and then bring players into play. Last season we saw exactly that in the FA Cup final. Hit Mateta, get it to Munoz. Munoz then crosses it for Eze to make it 1-0. That type of situation is what we've struggled with for well over a year now. Brentford are going to do exactly that today. So it's going to be difficult to see what we're going up against. But make sure you're hitting that like button before the stream starts. Make sure you're subscribing if you're new. Cheers, everybody. Looking forward to the game. Hopefully. Should have finished my sentence, really, before swigging. Hopefully, we bagged the 3 points, man. We've got to do it. We've got to do it. How chill is the international break going to be? Arguably, the international break has come at a good time for Liverpool because I think they need time off because the fact that they've just gone on this stinking run, a lot of those players will now go away on international duty and I imagine a portion of them will win whatever games they're playing in the international break, feel a bit better about themselves, bit of time off, potentially come back a bit rejuvenated, and often an international break can actually come at a good time for you. You know, I would argue Arsenal, they just don't want this to end. They want to keep going, you know, they want to keep going forward. They want a game after game after game because we're winning game after game, you know, whereas I think with us, I think it would be a good time actually for us because I actually think it's a nice blend of, we've struggled with Monaco in terms of results, you know, and we've gone through a period between the two international breaks undefeated, and you know, bookending this period would be a good statement to then take into the Everton at home game, and if we've got to win that game when we come back to the Etihad when we face Everton, and I mean we can be away then, man. We could be in a serious title race, you know, this season. It could be huge. And in all honesty, if Liverpool, and I mean it's too early, way too early to suggest that Liverpool are just going to fall off now and that's it. They're out of the title race just because they're on a downward spiral. They're spiralling out at the minute, aren't they? Which is why the international break's a good thing for them. If that happens, which I don't think is happening, I think they will find their feet again. They'll beat some bottom half of the table team and feel good again. You know, it swings and roundabouts. They were on a 6-game winning streak, you know, and now they're on a 3-game losing streak. So it can swing just as easily going back into some sort of winning streak. I don't see why it can't. I don't think we're going to see a City-style fall-off like we saw last season from City. I don't think we're going to see that from Liverpool. And if we did, that would be hilarious. Bearing in mind, we have excuses for doing that. And a bag full of excuses. We've won 4 Premier League titles in a row. Forgive us for taking our foot off the gas a little bit. You know, winning 4 Premier League titles in a row with a treble included in that period of time. Yeah, unfortunately, you can't maintain those standards forever. You know, winning football matches forever is just not possible. But winning back-to-back Premier League titles, very doable. Very doable. Liverpool. So, let's see how you do. Let's see how you do, because right now you're on a downward spiral after, you know, why? You've built, you mean spent, in other words, on the title-winning squad that you already had from the season before, and you spent half a bloody billion doing it, you know, getting there, to improve on that squad, and you look worse. So, yeah, throwing money at it isn't always the answer. So, going to be really interesting to see what Liverpool do, but ultimate question really is for you now. Who would you rather in the final stages of the season? Who would you rather be in a title race against if it comes down to a 2-horse race with 5 games to go? That third horse has fallen away. The final hurdle, it's fell off. The jockeys fell off, and the final 2 horses are running away in the final stretch. You know? Who would you rather go up against? Mikel Arteta's Arsenal in the final stages of the season, or Jurgen Klopp's not Jurgen Klopp's, definitely not them. Arne Slot's Liverpool. It's got to be Arsenal, man. It's got to be Arsenal, isn't it, man? 100%. That's what I'm saying, man. That's what I'm saying, Claudio and Colin. 100%. That's exactly my feeling as well, man. This is it, man. 100%. That's why I'm sort of feeling good about this situation, because they've got players that don't have the know-how, and they might have some very painful memories of title races in the past. Arsenal. They'll have some painful memories if going into it with Manchester City as the title race for that final stage of the season. That'll hurt them, knowing that it's us and it's Pep Guardiola at the helm on his horse. Whatcha? Just going down there like absolutely, I don't know, a proper equestrian stream today. It's a real equestrian stream today, haven't we? But fully believe that an Arsenal title race is much better than a Liverpool title race. Interesting what's going to happen at the end of this season. But we just forget that. We are going, I'm going, and I'm sure a lot of you in your head, don't, even if you're like, calm down, come on. It's there in the back of your head right now going, are we in a title race? Are we in a bloody title race? Imagine. And I like to imagine things. I'm an imaginative person. So I fully think win this game, and we can say we are in the title race. I don't see any other way to frame it. VAR. I don't know how to suggest we're not, because I know there's a lot of City fans who want us to do badly. I'm convinced of that. I've come to terms with that, and it upsets me. It upsets me. I don't like it. You know, I'm like, well, what are you doing here? Because I'm convinced that they've said like that they enjoy the bitterness, they enjoy the negativity. You know, and let's forget about them. But if we win today, I would love to hear from them. The ones that said we're not in a title race, what are we on about? Why would we be in a title race? Yeah, we finish today if we win 3 points behind Arsenal and 2 behind Liverpool. How are we not in a title race? Because we have to face Arsenal one more time and we have to play Liverpool twice. So we've got 2 bites at the cherry against them, and obviously like we've got to beat them. And we face them at home first. I'm pretty sure that's right. I'm pretty sure that's correct. Pretty sure we don't go to Anfield until the second half of the season, that's big. That's big. Playing them at home first, having already gone to the Emirates and not lost, means if we win this game, this title race is very much in our hands. Very much. So, big game. Big game. And it's Big Jeff in the house. Good to see you, mate. Just wanted to give a shout out to my wife. Happy 6 years of marriage yesterday. Come on, City. We're 2 years apart, so I'm saying 2-0 City. God bless, Jonny. Big up, Jeff, and big up to you and your 6-year anniversary. And a big shout out to your wife for being as mental enough to stick with you, Jeff. No, big up, Jeff. Have a great anniversary, and I hope you can celebrate it with a victory. A Manchester City victory. Big up, Jeff, mate. Cheers to you and the missus. When's this game kicking off? In like 3 minutes. Why are they like not talking? They're going over. Have I got the right channel on? Fuck you know. Yeah, Brentford, Man City. We're going to start talking about that. Are we playing or what, lads? You know, City in 9th right now can go to 5th ahead of the Eagles. How would the Eagles do in a fight? The Cherries, they'd get battered. What are what's Liverpool's nickname? Arsenal are the Gunners. But don't they need us to operate? You know what I mean? The gunners are redundant without us. Us being the citizens, we're the humans. We're the citizens. So without us, there is no firing of a gun. We need us to go and fire the cannon. Because that's how Arsenal's guns have been firing lately. Not really good emphatic gun noises, just crap farting whiffers. That's how Arsenal have been firing their guns lately. I thought that was their name, Craig. Is that what it's known as? It's just got some bloke on their badge with his head in a bin. Is that what they're known as? Unbelievable. That's the other one? I don't know, Masimba. I have no idea. I'm on this amount of beverage so far. It's only going to get worse. It's only going to get worse. So if you can't handle this, you better tune out, mate. Just for your own sanity, you better tune out. There are some other less weird streams to watch out there. But, hey, make sure you're liking the stream if you're into this kind of thing. I'm looking forward to Echeverri next season. I really am. I've not really paid much attention to Echeverri at Bayer Leverkusen, but I do think there is huge potential there. Huge potential. Thoughts on Jared Bowen? What, to City? I don't know. I think he's a great player. He's a very good player. He's just he would be. I feel like he would be another Jack Grealish signing that we'd probably have to spend a reasonable amount of money on to acquire the services of Jared Bowen. And then he probably wouldn't get anywhere. He wouldn't be the main man like he was at Villa and like Bowen is at West Ham. And he would probably not, do as well. I don't think he'd do as well at City, to be honest. I think I don't know what it is. I think that position in particular, out wide, has been a very difficult position. Sterling and Sane, for me, have really been the best two wingers in that season. In a single season where you think, right, that season was those wingers, that season was these wingers, and I'm talking about bench players as well. I can't think of the seasons when we've absolutely categorically known our best wingers. It's probably the treble-winning season, actually. And it's nothing like our wingers of today. And the Sterling and with Bernardo Silva and Jack Grealish. Like, complete polar opposite style of wingers, But they were probably almost certainties on every starting 11. Game's about to get started, finally. I mean, it is 4:30. They're not late. I just felt like there was absolutely zero build-up time and we're just going boom, straight into the football. But there's been lots of other football today. Wolves Brighton drew, which is a big point for Wolves. And Palace lost to Everton. Who else? Newcastle beat Forest. Postecoglou's done, innit, man? Like, fuck, Oh, what are they doing? Brentford got a weird one. Doing something weird straight from the kickoff. It's not that weird. They just did something weird. Like, it was really weird. They had like a couple of runs, like went flying down the right-hand side. And then they just passed it back to their centre-back and now City have the ball. So well done, Brentford. That was a great kickoff. That's something straight off the training ground. Failed miserably, whatever that plan was, but we've got the ball. Come on, City. Come on, City. No Doku today, Blues. What are we thinking? Do you think that's a good decision from Pep? Time will tell, really, because it's stupid, really, making your mind up on that question. Let's answer that question in the game when things have happened. At least let some football take place before making that decision. Because, I mean, if Savinho scores, we'll all be like, Pep, you're a genius. You're a bloody genius, sir. But I do enjoy predicting things. Today, what did I get right? I got 10 out of 11 City players right. I got Savinho wrong. I put Doku in there. But I predicted Bob on the right. That was my predicted right side. I predicted Nunes on the right as a right back side. So I predicted the most unusual part of our pitch. The most unpredictable side of our pitch is the right side. And it's not easy to get it right because they're not... That's the question mark area, isn't it? Really? Well done, Reinders. Well, careful. Well done, Reinders. Well done. Getting caught on the ball there, but he... nice little bit of shimmy-yah. Got himself out of that situation, but Donnarumma plays the ball out to Nico O'Reilly. Josko Vardiol now. Good to see him settling into the Manchester City squad. Starting 11 as well, Ruben Diaz. Looking forward to seeing what he can do. I actually thought he was one of the better players against Monaco. Ball over the top here. Haaland's tripped. Straight to Kelleher. Cherky could come on as well today with... I'm sure he was on the bench. I'm pretty sure he's on the bench. Ryan's a bit worried about our creativity. We got Foden there, mate. Are you thinking Doku? No Doku, is that where that fear's come from? We've got to see Savinho step it up a notch, haven't we? Because I see a lot of doubt around him. I'm one of them who's... I doubt him. I don't not believe in him entirely, though. Like, at the minute, there's doubts. It's just like a bit of a concern. But that's it. Let's not get carried away. Let's give him time. I still believe that there's a very realistic possibility that he could become an amazing player for City. I really believe that, because last year I had doubts about Jeremy Doku, and now we're all crying out for him to be in the starting 11 week in, week out. So I don't see why there isn't a world where Savinho can't do the same thing, settle like Doku has, and become a mainstay. The question then becomes, well, Oscar Bob. What about him? Because I would argue right now, for me personally... Ooh, Foden. Oh, Savinho's been snapped. If Savinho stayed down there, Foden was complaining a lot to the referee. It was a poor ball from... it's not anything, really. It's a foul. It's a foul, but it's not a red card. I think Foden was asking for a bit more there from the referee, but it was a ball that actually got through to Savinho, but it was a it was a hospital pass. That's what that's known as, a hospital pass. And it very nearly put Savinho in hospital. But yeah, I would put Savinho third in our pecking order of wingers. I think the season so far, at least, I'd go Doku, Bob. Actually, is it fourth? If you count, where do you want to put Bernardo Silva? Because it depends what you want. Because I think Bob, Savinho, and Doku, they're not identical to one another, obviously, but they're in a similar category to one another's, where I think Bernardo Silva's very much in a category of his own when talking about him out wide. I think he's very different. But in terms of like the order in which I would pick them, I'd still probably put Bernardo Silva fourth and put Savinho third. Only for that's preference as well. I actually think Pep would do it the other way, actually. But good ball that into Haaland. Is he onside? I think he is. Ball around the outside. Savinho was coming inside then. I think he was hoping to get that ball thread through the inside channel between Coyote and I think it's Aya, who's the right centre-back. And I think who's going to be in the middle looking after Haaland? Going to be Collins, Vandenberg and Aya. Aya, who's not got a great history against Haaland. Do you remember at the Etihad when he slipped on the halfway line and Haaland just went through on goal and finished it off? But we've never had comfortable games against Brentford, have we? Rodri wins the ball back, gets it inside to Reinders. Reinders with space to go for it. Go on to Jonny! Go on to Jonny! Oh! He ended up nearly in the 6-yard box. If he only just poked that ball then, the footwork, great run. Great run from Tajani that. I just think he was like, Brentford were just expecting him to do something, whether it be a pass or a shot, a little bit earlier than that, but he just kept going and going and going, and before you know it, he'd gone past the penalty spot and was bearing down on the Brentford goal, but he just didn't get a shot away. Oh, Haaland, nearly good ball into Savinho as well. Good start this. Let's go. Come on, let's up this. Let's get a goal nice and early. Big up to Chatty Boom Batty. I didn't read it before I read it. That's a good name. Appreciate the very, very kind donation, mate. Man City, let's go, from Brazil as well. Big up to Brazil. Where from in Brazil, mate? Where are you from? But yeah, you're watching Savinho today, mate. You got one eye on Savinho. Who do you reckon the best Brazilian we've had at City is? Here's Foden. Go on, later. You've got to pass that. You've got to pass that to Savinho there, Phil Foden. How's he not seen Savinho's fuming? And rightly so. Phil Foden, mate. Yeah, I love you, mate, but that ball has to be passed to Savinho. How's he not given that ball there to Savinho? Savinho was like that, throwing his arms. And I can't disagree, man. Yeah, man. Fernandinho, 100%. 100%. I was in my head, I was like, Alano, forgot about Fernandinho. How can you forget about Fernandinho? Ball in. Reinders, saved by Kelleher. Easy one to save, in all honesty. Joe. He was bad. He was bad. He feels like he screams of someone who's got a great agent. He just comes across as someone who, like, his agent was just a con artist in getting him a signing just to be at a Premier League club, let alone City. You know? Who's our best ever Frenchman? I mean, Nasri's up there, isn't he? Who else have we had? Sylvain Distant. Edison, yeah, of course. Edison and Fernandinho. That's a tough one, man. In terms of what they did for the club. I mean, Edison was there with the treble, wasn't he? So, nah, mate. Good to see you, Mullet. I hope you're doing well, mate. I hope you're good and hope you're looking after yourself. I think it could be Cherky eventually. Yeah, you're right. I think it could be Cherky. Who's our best ever German? Dietmar Hamann. Here you go. Haaland. Go on, Haaland. Finish it, mate. Yes! Erling Haaland makes it 1-0. Let's go. Big man. Big Earl. The big Viking striking. Erling Haaland makes it 1-0 Manchester City. Let's go. And he's getting touched by the Manchester City fans. I'd be doing the same. I'd be touching him. Only in appropriate places, but I'd be touching him. 1-0. Let's go. That's just power and strength. It was a ball just fed through into an area that's just like good. Is it a Josko assist again? It's kind of the same ball as the first goal against Monaco. Same ball, same pass. Not so much elevation on it this time. It's dropped a little bit deeper. But Vandenberg's so bothered about stopping Haaland that he forgets to be bothered about the ball, and the ball goes behind Vandenberg, and Haaland just keeps going. And before you know it, Haaland's getting pulled into the City fan base, and he's loving it. He's absolutely loving it, man. I love him so much, man. Look at that guy. Look at that. That's the man. That's the guy. He is going to be one of the biggest legends that have ever wore a Manchester City shirt. Honestly, this guy, we're living it right now, and we won't know until he's left us. We won't know. I'm telling you right now. This guy is special. And there's people out there that criticise this guy. I mean, rivals, fine. I get that. But come on, Blues. We know what... We've gone past the argument about, he needs to do more. He needs to do more. We're past that. We know what he does. We get it. We surely we understand now at this point. Your thoughts on Savinho got a new contract? Big up, Micah, mate. Good to see you as always. Thought it was a bit early, to be honest, to give him. I think it's more fending off Spurs than actually a deserved contract. I really don't think he deserves a contract. Footballing merit, there's not a chance. Not a chance. Does Savinho deserve a new contract from a footballing standpoint? No. But from a transfer point of view, from a business economical standpoint, keeping our assets. Nunes, back to Donnarumma. Made me poo myself because the camera angle was all weird. Oh yeah, 1-0. I'm terrible, man. I'm terrible. I'm so bad. I don't really watch that many other watchalongs, but when I do, they're all so efficient. They're all like, in the middle of celebrating, they're like, 1-0, and it appears on the screen. I just forget that it's my job to put that on the fucking screen. I'm too busy to you can get it automated, but cleared. Clear it. Nico, clear it. He's calm. There's me panicking. He's not. Is that a good ball? That is it? No, it's not. Nearly though. Good effort. Savinho gives him a thumbs up because you saw what he's trying to do there. Rodri trying to fucking send us through on the counter attack there. But how good is Erling Haaland? I'm glad he didn't get booked for that. He didn't get booked, did he? Premier League scorers this season for City 9. Oh, we're doing that now, are we? Oh, because it was like we've had 2 own goals. So our second top goal scorer is Electric Steve. Fucking sign him up. Is that what they were saying? Did I miss? I'm going to need to rewind that. And we'll have to go back to the game in a minute. Yeah, top goal scorers this season for City. Own goals. Haaland's 9. Second is own goals with 2. And that's all Electric Steve. Right, we're back into the action. Fucking Electric Steve, man. He's been class, hasn't he? I told you. Got to sign this boy up. Imagine if he played for us. Then we'd be losing most games, probably. But, I mean... Still, though. Is G-Tech? G-Tech's that vacuum company, innit? Ooh. Is it like the enemy of Dyson? I love company battles, do you? Like McDonald's versus Burger King, Coke versus Pepsi and all that stuff. Oh, Donnarumma. Bit of a sliced effort that, but he'll say he meant it because it lands straight onto the head of Jonny Reinders, who flicks it out to Mateus Nunes, who is away. And then his ball is a good one to Savinho, but Brentford have got some numbers back. But we're in a bit of a attacking situation again. 13 minutes into the game, City looking for a second. That'd be a nice cushion, that, wouldn't it? It'd be a nice cushion. I can't get over Haaland, man. He just steamrolled his way through, didn't he, then? It's just a very, very typical Erling Haaland goal, but it's just the repetition of it. It's how often does this happen? It's ridiculous. Make sure you're hitting that like button, everybody. But yeah, Electric Steve, second top goal scorer of the season. We need to get Phil Foden up that list. I'm sure he scored in another tournament. Was it Huddersfield? I'm sure he's got more goals than that. There you go. Into Haaland again from Foden. Good play. Haaland hold-up play is good. Gets it to Nico O'Reilly, but get in the box, Earl. Still, that's fair play. Let someone else go in the box there. But to Jonny Reinders over the bar. Over the bar. Over the bar by Jonny Reinders. And I mean, it was one of his, which is growing a regular thing for Jonny Reinders, a shot that's a good 30, 40 yards over the bar. He's so good, isn't he, man? He just wears centre-backs, doesn't he? He wears them as backpacks. He just like got Vandenberg strapped on and he was just like, come on then, let's climb this fucking mountain together. And he's just like carrying centre-backs with the ball at his feet, and then the centre-back's like, fucking what am I doing here? And then he fucking boots it in the bottom corner and Kelleher's just no fucking chance. He's an absolute machine. The guy's ridiculous. I love him. Good ball. Foden's found a pocket. Haaland's in. A bit of a tight angle, so he's not going to get the shot away. But cross comes in, and it's cleared at the back post by Hickey. Hickey, who is playing left wing back, not right wing back. So Coyote is the right wing back for Brentford. But that was a ball. Foden's really actually not having a good game at the minute, really, Foden. There's been a couple of... That ball didn't need to go as wide as it did then. That was quite a wide avenue for Foden to like just get Haaland away to a point where Haaland could potentially... Haaland's in again. It's a good bit of defending eventually. But that ball from Foden didn't need to go as wide as it did then, in my opinion. I might have a better look at it in a bit, but there was a ball earlier that should have gone to Savinho, by the way. Absolutely. Ball back post here. Thiago, he's been sent away from goal, but Ruben Diaz has got to come out of his centre-back position to close down any crossing opportunity for Thiago. They're going backwards, though, to Hickey. City have got some numbers back. Come on, City. Get that second, man. Get that second. Good to see you, creator, mate. Nico O'Reilly's given a corner away. High fives from Ruben Diaz. More of a pick-me-up high five, that. Jordan Henderson. What do you think of Jordan Henderson, everybody? I think he's a bell end. I think he's an end of the bell variety. Good to see you, Chad. Passing looked a bit off. Need Foden to string a few together. Good to see you, Rice. Yeah, just a couple of opportunities. I'm being a bit critical of him, really, because he's actually found some good positions, Foden has. And that ball will go down as a key pass to Haaland. But in reality, there was a 2 or 3 yard difference between a shooting opportunity for Haaland and a crossing opportunity for Haaland. And the other one absolutely should have been passed to Savinho. But good block from Foden, stopping the cross coming in from Damsgaard. Can we go on the break here if we win it? If we win it, no, it's been hooked back. Time, calm, composed. Nico O'Reilly, loads of time. Loads of time. Thoughts on João Neves to City? Is that a thing? I've not heard much about that, really. I mean, are you asking me in terms of hopeful? Are you hopeful? I would love it. I think he's a brilliant player, and I thought we should have gone for him before PSG did. I did a video on it, like not the last transfer window, the transfer window before that, when he was like considered a kid, you know, and no one really thought, oh, it's a gamble. His stats were unbelievable. His numbers were brilliant, man. It was almost like a certainty that he's going to be a good player. And PSG have absolutely reaped the rewards by signing him. And that was the transfer window we slept. You know, we went to bed a bit too early, didn't we? Gundogan and Savinho, that transfer window, and then we all know what followed after that. Great run. Here you go. Nunes. Come on, mate. Good ball into Foden. Great. The space he's finding is really good. And that's fine. He held the ball up. Nothing he could do there, Foden, but that was a really good position again. Great run from Nunes as well, just then to get through the press of Brentford, which is really good. Put ball in. Foden! Shot saved by Kelleher. Didn't really get any power behind it. Phil Foden there. Bit of a weak side foot effort. More of a pass. Easy for Kelleher, but good move. Good move. Good to see you, Dingleberry. I know, mate. Really good. They're not actually doing that well, PSG, this year, are they? They're doing all right. They're doing all right. Is Rodri's... What's he doing there, Rodri? I saw him complaining about something. Something's happened. The players are doing something. What's gone on here? Is Rodri gone down? What's happened here? Rodri's got his head down. Is that his knee? Don't. Fuck's sake, man. Is he holding his hamstring? If he's holding his hamstring, that's like not good, but at least it's not his knee again, for fuck's sake. He's holding his hamstring. He's holding his hamstring. It's not his knee, but Jesus Christ. This is what you get. This is what you get when we're not managing. We didn't manage it properly, in my opinion. I didn't think he should have started against Monaco. I thought Nico Gonzalez was better than Rodri when he came on, albeit he's the one that gave the penalty away. Pep Guardiola echoed my thoughts as well. He said exactly the same thing, Pep Guardiola, after the game. But now we run the risk of having him out for a length of time because we were so insistent on starting him in a game where I don't think it was essential. You know, and if that's the case, if Rodri is in a situation where it's... The thing is with this, though, it's not the knee. If it's his hamstring, it's like, well, that could have just gone at any moment. You know, it's like, that's just another bit of bad luck for City. But he looks utterly dejected. He just looks like he's just completely pissed off. And I don't blame him. Fucking hell, man. Shit! Fucking hell. Right. What are we thinking? I mean, the hamstring... you're looking at a month, 2 months potentially with a hamstring, depending on the grade, what the tear's like. It's early in the game, but I mean, you're looking at a minimum of 3 or 4 weeks, minimum. And then it's a case of like, fuck's sake, let's not, rush him back. Savinho going around the outside. Gets a throw in, looking to take it quickly, but got no options up there with him. That's it, Curtis. It's more like that, isn't it? Oh, fucking hell, man. That's like Brentford have equalised that, isn't it? That's like worse than a Brentford equaliser, because that's like all the future games we've got to go up against now without Rodri. Fucking hell, man. Why did we have to... I made a whole video about this, man, because I fucking knew it would be some sort of problem, man. You could just smell it. It was a problem. As soon as he just didn't play randomly. What game was it? Was it Burnley? Was it Burnley? I can't remember. There was just a game where, Rodri's just not fit. He felt something in training, so he didn't play. Right. So he's clearly got problems. And I know it's his knee that was the issue at that time, and this is a completely different muscle. But they're all interlinked, really. Your body operates in a similar way that you end up picking up injuries in other parts of your body often when you're moving a certain way to accommodate another injury. You often walk lopsided, don't you? When you pick up an injury on one side of your body, you end up putting up too much weight on the other side. And then when you come back, you end up actually overusing one side of your body. It can be those things that they are often linked, albeit different muscles completely. Ball over the top here. It's cleared. Foden, edge of the area. Chest. We just can't let that get us down, man, because we've got to look at Nico Gonzalez and just come on. A vital interception by Josko Vardiol. But, a Brentford equaliser here would be a morale blow like you wouldn't believe. Losing Rodri. We need a second goal now more than ever. Get that second goal. Without Rodri on the pitch. Come on, Nico. Let's go. Nico Gonzalez. He's a good player. He's a very good player. We've got to get behind him now. Problem is, he's just come on without barely warming up. Because it would have been a planned substitution, wouldn't it? Or they send them down the touchline after the half-time break. Coming on in the first half, you're often a bit cold, aren't you? Come on, City. Oh, I'd take him all day long. Nitro. I would take him all day long. At the end of that video that I went into my concerns about Rodri, I started to talk about alternatives like signing someone, and it seems so cruel to talk about a Ballon d'Or winner, a player of his quality, and just throw him by the wayside because he starts picking up injuries. Unfortunately, that's just the nature of the beast. What we're supposed to do, just keep an injury-prone player and play him, once every couple of months? What we're doing here. We can't do that. We just can't do that. We have to have players that we can genuinely rely upon, and that ACL is not what's gone here. It's clearly his hamstring, but I felt like that was just the beginning of the end of Rodri, really. As an injury, they are so big, and you come back from them, you can play again, but are you the same? Are you the same as you were before that injury? And more often than not, the answer is no. So, and you become a player that requires managing, which we're now doing. And now look, the plans have changed. We've had to make an early substitution. So it becomes an ongoing problem to the point where it's he's 29 years old. Answer me this, realistically. If Real Madrid came in, let's have a quiet... I'm whispering in case other people are listening. It's not like I'm on the internet or anything. But go on, Foden, edge of the area, onto his left foot, thinks about the shot. It's deflected. Oh, and I thought he was going to land towards Haaland. If Real Madrid came in for Rodri right now, in January, and said, we'll give you 80 million for him, would you take that? I'd probably take it. He's 29. You know, that's another factor you need to think about there. He's 29 years old. So in a year or two, we're not going to get very little money for him. His contract is running down, by the way. We're talking about signing him to a new contract. I think the club need to think about that. And I'm sorry. It's like, and I literally mean sorry. I'm sorry because it sounds so cruel because I love him. And if it's just like a Rodri that's like fit and we can trust him to be fit, we can trust him as a player, as a footballer. There's nothing not to trust there. It's just his body's going to let him down. And here come Brentford. Ball whipped in. Nunes, vital back post clearance there. Micah, mate, how you doing? At least we have cover now. Nico G, you're absolutely right, mate. And that's the thing. It's no one's Rodri. That's always the problem. Nico nearly got caught on the ball there, but he passes it to Ruben Diaz. He looked a bit stretched, but maintains possession. Slowly but surely he'll recover. Well, we weren't. That's the thing. We kind of rushed him back, really. And I mean, to even be back now from an ACL would have been like about now would have been the normal time. But for him to be back when he was, they were talking about him being like, was he? Didn't he get put in a squad? Yeah, he did. Bournemouth at home. He came on last season. That's early for me. That's very early for a typical ACL injury. Not that I'm a fucking doctor or anything, but going off what Google tells you. Anyway, you know, Dr. Google. Proper knob, that Dr. Google. He's always late. Anyway, Oscar Bob. Go on, Oscar Bob. Bobby! Foden! Oh! It's blocked. What a run. What a run from Oscar Bob. Man on Nico. Well played. Nice composed between Josko, Diaz and O'Reilly. Really good. Sorry, it was Nico Gonzalez, actually. And Nunes, who's having a great game, by the way. Mateus Nunes so far, touch wood. He is that player that you sort of have to, say that for, unfortunately. But yeah, what a run. He loves it. Is it me? Look, Oscar Bob, he insists on going in between players, doesn't he? He loves it. He always goes in between because it's the most unlikeliest place for the attacker to go. The defenders think he ain't going to go there because I've got my defender next to me here. He's going to either go that way or the complete other way of the other defender. And to go through defenders is often a decent ploy, really, because the two defenders in front of you, they don't think you're going to go there because that's the least favourable place for you to actually get through. And they often are a bit weak in those areas. And he always goes for it. He always does it, Oscar Bob. And quite often it comes off. Right, half an hour, nearly gone. My stomach's turning, man, after that Rodri decision. Situate injury. And it could be, people will say it's just bad luck, though, because it's a hamstring, but I don't know. Kelleher, long free kick for Brentford, launching it into the penalty area, straight into Donnarumma's hands, is it? Nearly dropped it. Well, he did drop it, but then he picked up the ball that he dropped. I've been watching a few of the City videos, like, the casual ones, like the ones that are just like a bit chill, a bit for fun. Where there was one of them, they were doing FIFA the other day. And Donnarumma, man, is it me or does he just like ooze charisma? Like, he seems chill and fun. I like his style, man. I like how much he's full of like life. He seems like he's been here for like 5 years. The way he talks to the other players and the way he's just like proper like fucking decent bloke. Seems like a proper decent guy. I really like him. Hey, that's a great ball, that is. From Tajani into Oscar Bob. And it's Foden. Oh, Foden, mate. Right foot effort. He skews it horribly wide. That was a proper opportunity. What a ball from Tajani Reinders. Oscar Bob, great run. Cuts it back. Phil Foden. He could have taken a touch. I don't think he realised how much time he had there, Foden. But he takes it first time and tries to whip it on the instep of his right foot. And it just curves about 5 or 6 yards wide. Not having his greatest game at the minute, Foden, really. And he's getting into good positions. That's the key to his performance. At the minute, It's, it's all City so far. Match stats, 8 shots on target, 3 touches in the opposition box, 12, 71% possession, 0, 0, 0 in all the other columns for Brentford except possession. But they have a long throw-in about to be launched into our penalty area. And I want to see Haaland's come back. Near post. That's what I said in the preview. Every throw-in, get that man back. Collins and Haaland. It's going to be interesting to see. Don't say that to me. Don't say that to me, Mullet. Come on, man. After the stats they just put on the screen as well. Brentford have done absolutely nothing all game. Oh, it's a throw-in to Brentford. Here we go. Ball in. Up in the air. Free kick. Oh, foul throw-in. Bloody brilliant at throw-ins then, Brentford. Foul throw. After all that, a foul fucking throw, Mullet. Don't you love it? Right, they better not score from a throw-in now. I swear to God. That's good, man. My theory is Donnarumma goes bald this season. Next season, World Cup year, goes through a hair transplant, gets big hair as Gigi Buffon. Well, like is that like Buffon? Like Buffon. Then enter his prime for another 16 seasons. That'd be generous. Yeah, probably the 16 years. But yeah, what we got Donnarumma in a City shirt until he's 45. Yeah, man. Maths is a bit off there. What would that be? He'd be 41, wouldn't he? What is he, 26 now? So 42. 42-year-old Donnarumma at Man City. He seems... One thing I will say about him is like his track record from club to club. I don't know whether it's his agent or it's him, but there is a bit of Merc vibes, isn't there? In terms of like the wage demands. He seems to be a very well-paid individual. But hey, man, if you pit yourself and like as a number one goalkeeper in the world, you want to be paid like the number one goalkeeper in the world. I think that's reasonable. What's that? He's got blood on his arm. From what? When did that happen? Someone been scratching him. Good ball from Savinho into Haaland. Haaland holds it up, gets it inside to Oscar Bob. No one on the overlap though. Oscar Bob out to Jonny. He's got to cross this. He does. It's Foden in the middle and it's cleared by Ayer. It was always going to be cleared when it's... Was it Vandenberg? I think it was Vandenberg actually. Vandenberg versus Foden in the air. Jeanette, good to see you. Come on, Manchester City. 'Tis but a scratch. He's having a good game, Reinders. He's having a good game so far. Excuse me. Ball into Foden from Donnarumma is a good one. Good play. City look. Oh, Nunes is giving it away. Thiago blocked by Ruben Diaz. The first mistake. Nunes has had a good game. He does this to you, doesn't he, Nunes? He's just like, he's good. And then fucking shite. Like all of a sudden, out of nothing. Absolutely no reason to play that ball and get it intercepted like that. Brentford knocking it around at the back. I think we've played well. Doesn't concentrate enough. It just seems to be just like a little silly moment, doesn't it, Mullet? It does. Nitro's verdicts. Kusanov will be better than Van Dijk. I'm calling it, mark my words. He's a beast, isn't he? I just think Van Dijk, one thing he will always have on Kusanov is aerial ability. And it's not like he can't jump. Kusanov's actually all right in the air, but Van Dijk in the air is ridiculous. And it's probably one area of his game that he'll beat Kusanov at. And goals from those attributes, from getting up for corners. I mean, how many goals has he scored where he's just come into the box and he's not even jumped? He's just like got the defender in front of him, like by the scruff of the neck, and he just carries him into the penalty area, and the ball just like smacks him on the forehead, and he doesn't even jump, he just nods it in, doesn't he, Van Dijk? He looks above everybody else on the pitch in terms of, you know, when he's at his peak, but lately, not so good. I still think he's been one of the best players for Liverpool this season, but like the collective around them this season has been poor, very poor. But forget the Scousers. We got to do our job. 2 balls. That's what I own. And there's also 2 balls on the pitch. Foden. Corner ball City. Whipped in. Oh, it's cleared by Ayer. Savinho on the edge of the area, let it bounce, but still keeps the ball. Núñez, last man. No pressure, though, to Jonny Reinders. Early ball. Why did he whip that in there to Jonny? There's a ball to Haaland there. Just feed that through that channel there. No need to do that. Josko. You know, other than that Núñez little pass, we're talking about one tiny, tiny error here from Núñez, but I think the back 4 have been very good on the ball. And it was a real concern for me against Monaco in that first half. They looked shaky, but everything that's come their way, they've looked good, them lot at the back. I think I've been impressed by Vardiol and Diaz. Very good. And I'd say Núñez more than O'Reilly, actually. I think going forward, Núñez has been very good. You know, driving forward with the ball. But Nico's got an opportunity to do the same. Crosses the ball, back post. It's to Jonny Reinders, and it's a save by Kelleher. Fuck, man, that's so close to being 2-0. Reinders meets it, sweet as a nut, mate. Sweet as a nut. A side foot effort, volleyed on target. Kelleher with a strong hand. Really good save, really good move. Foden, great hold-up play. He was smashed into the back off there by Thiago as well, but bounces off it. Really good. Really good. City playing well, man. I'm pleased with what I'm seeing here. We're playing good. And it's not even Flecken. He's the piss off. Kelleher. Mark bloody Flecken. 95% passing accuracy from City in this game so far. Which is good. Which is good. But that was should have been a goal, That should have been a goal. And not through any fault of our own, it isn't. Here you go. Bob's found Núñez. Núñez to the byline on the overlap. Good ball into the box. And it was Savinho waiting at the back post to volley it. But it's cleared by Kyoda. City knocking at the door. Pounding at the door at the minute, really. So many balls are being fed into that box. We need to just take one opportunity. Go in at 2-0 at half-time. And I think we'll win this game. But 1-0. Anything can happen. Anything can happen. And we've got to, you know, finish them off. Finish this lot off. We're better than this lot by a long way. We have controlled the whole first half here. It's been a good performance. Let's put some polish on the performance and get a second goal, man. Come on. Oh, Reinders with a stupid pass. Oh, Josko, what we fucking do? A foul, referee. Fucking hell, lads. That's what I'm saying. You just like little things creeping in there. Don't let that happen. All comes from Reinders, like just skewing his pass there, like smacking it off the arse of Sharda. And then Diaz had to step in with an interception and got fouled. And we've kept the ball, but, you know, just no mistakes. Let's cut the mistakes out. Oscar Bob, who's been lively, he's played well. Núñez also played well so far this first half. Foden. And they've all been good, really. I think they've all been pretty good this half. I think Foden could have done a bit better. I think he's been probably the biggest underperformer, considering the opportunities he's had on the ball. I think he has been the biggest underperformer, but I still think he's been all right. Positionally, been very good. Good ball from Oscar Bob into Jonny Reinders. O'Reilly lays it off to Nico G. Back to O'Reilly. Nico to Nico. Nico to Savinho. Back to Nico. Byline, cross. Oh, it's awkward for Vandenberg. Haaland's claiming for a handball. Don't think he's going to get it, though. Núñez, left foot cross. It's cleared again. Henderson. Diaz keeps the ball alive for City. To Jonny Reinders. Little scoops up. Keeps it. Still got it. Done well there. He's done well there. That wasn't easy to maintain that possession there because that was like bouncing here. Like, what do you do when the ball's like here and you're running with it? You know, he did really well there. Big up, Lee. It was Gvardiol who made the first goal. Who scored it was Haaland, if that's what you're asking. Oh, another sloppy pass there. Doesn't come to anything. Just got to maintain that level of concentration because Brentford is set. The pattern of the game, the narrative's in place. The script has already been written here. Defend, defend, defend. Wait for a City mistake, then pounce. And you can see that 5-3-2 formation in play there straight away. It's visible on your screen right now. Good play. Núñez and Oscar Bob hounded by the left side of Brentford, having to go all the way back to Donnarumma here. Nothing silly from Donnarumma today, please. It's going to be a big test for him today. I think in the second half in particular, we're probably going to see him get tested a little bit. So brace yourselves for that. I trust him, of course you do, but we're going to see some throw-ins in the second half, and I imagine Brentford will start coming out a little bit. Oh, fucking Núñez, man. He's giving the ball away. He's won the ball back. He's won the ball back. You got back and won it back. But we just don't have to make your own problems, though, mate. Just silly ball, infield, intercepted. Very readable as well. No chance for Foden, but I've actually been impressed by our right side. Núñez and Bob coming forward have been very good. Those two in particular, they've been linking up really well. They're doing it again here. That ball from Jonny Reinders to Oscar Bob, then he cuts it back to Foden before, about 10 minutes ago, 10-15 minutes ago. Foden had to make that 2-0. And then, of course, Jonny Reinders himself got on the end of a was it a Nico O'Reilly cross on the volley. That's more of a good save than our fault, that some City players at fault for it not going in the back of the net. But this should be 3-0. This should be game over, really. Another opportunity, another replay here, looking at that. Oh, they're saying it's... there was a second one there. Collins, actually. I thought they was talking about Vandenberg, but it nearly hits two. It does. There's two handballs in there, to be honest, but I don't think either of them are... You know, I'm not sure any City player was going to get on the end of it anyway. Ruben Diaz back to Donnarumma. Bit more pace on it than that, please, Ruben. Give him a fucking chance. Great vision, that, from Nico Gonzalez to find Núñez. Brentford were pressing then. They came forward out of their shape a little bit, thinking they could win the ball back. But Gonzalez just hooks it round to Núñez and we're away here. Oscar Bob into the penalty area, onto his right foot, as he likes to do. Straight into the hands of Kelleher. Shit. He is, Jeanette. He is 2 minutes of injury time. Again, injured. It's not the same injury, which I think is important, but it's his hamstring. And I mean, it was like, here we go. Free kick to Brentford. Who's getting a digital ID then? Can't be arsed talking about this, Paul. To be honest with you, mate, but I must admit, I'm a bit like, what the bloody hell are we getting them for? I can't be arsed getting one. I don't see the need. Did Sharda just get booked? He did. Because he went like that to the referee asking for a booking. So the referee went, you want the booking? No problem, mate. You want the booking? Here you go, you twat. Have one of them. You enjoy that, sir. You asked for it. I delivered. There you go, you bellend. Shut your fucking mouth. Ball in, back post, Donnarumma, easy. Easy. You poor Nan. I mean, to be fair, the reason why the digital IDs are coming out, isn't it for a fucking job? Does she need a job? She might do. But, I mean, I can't see any other reason why. It's fucking bollocks, isn't it? It's absolute bollocks what they're doing. It is a little bit. It's the one of the... It's the only one we've got of this, actually, and it's my favourite. Because I have cans that aren't pints, and this isn't a pint. I think it might be, actually. I don't think it is. No, I think this is a pint. I don't know. But what I do know is Man City are 1-0 up at half-time. Hyperholic wants to see a Doku masterclass in the second half. I don't see why we wouldn't start Doku in this game, because what Savinho has done in this game certainly hasn't been bad. It's not been bad by any stretch of the imagination. And I actually think it would be cruel to take Savinho off for Doku. There's no real reason to bring Doku on now, other than it's Doku and we know what he's capable of and he's on form. But it's not starting him is why it's baffling to me. I think that seems a bit of a silly situation, because I thought maybe we'd see Savinho invert more and Nico O'Reilly on the overlap, but I think we've seen Doku do that reasonably well. We saw Doku swap wings against United. He came over to the right-hand side of the pitch to say, fuck this, give me the ball. I'm a left winger, but I'm coming over to the right side and I'm going to win the game for us. And I'm going to give us a 1-goal lead. And, when he goes into that channel, cross is blocked, back to Doku, crosses it again, Foden header, far post. That was Doku inverting, so I don't see why Doku can't invert. I don't see that as a weakness to his game. I think he can do it. Absolutely. And I think Savinho, I'm not seeing what he's doing in this game as to a reason why he's starting ahead of Doku. Like, tactically, is what I'm talking about. Like, ability-wise, I think he's played reasonably well. He's done all right, Savinho. He's come down that side. He's not done anything wrong by any stretch of the imagination. It's just like, Doku's kind of a one-of-a-kind, isn't he? Doku's, like, unique. He does things that no one can do, Doku, in terms of beating players. He's just, like, so unpredictable. So, I wouldn't have a problem with him coming on as a substitute in the second half. I just don't think Pep would do that to Savinho. I think it would be a bit cruel, actually, on Savinho, in terms of, like, his well-being and his, man management. You need to think about, like, treat the players with a bit of respect. Just hooking him off. You need to give him a reason. Like, why are you hooking Savinho off now? And I think there's also the argument of man management is, why are you not starting Doku? What has he done to deserve being benched for this game? Is it a fitness thing? Has Doku played a lot of minutes lately? Savinho's got a lot less minutes in the legs right now. Probably that. Could be that. That's a simple enough reason for me. And maybe why he's playing this game. But with that in mind, why the fuck is Rodri starting the game then? Because he's the problem. He's the one that's the problem in terms of, like, minutes in the legs and being concerned about it. I would be like, what? Why? One or the other for me. Monaco or Brentford, Rodri doesn't start. One or the other. To start him in both, I think almost every City fan was suggesting that's a risk. That's a risk. Considering he missed the game before entirely due to a knee flare-up. And I know people are I keep repeating myself like a broken record here. It's not the same injury. It's a hamstring. It's not his ACL. It doesn't really matter, though, because it's like, injuries it can often be interlinked with one another and be part of the same problem. And, like, minutes in the legs, because he's not had much minutes in the legs. So now his hamstring's gone, Rodri, because he spent pretty much the whole of last year off. So he's still slowly but surely getting back to match fitness. So with that in mind, regardless of whether his ACL goes or his calf goes or his quad goes or his hamstring goes, whatever it may be, he's got a lot of minutes in the legs for someone who had very little minutes in his legs last season. So surely you manage that situation. And I'm now not even looking at Pep, because I know people are going to be like, oh, that's Pep's fault, blaming him. But he goes under the Clark. But he goes under the instructions of his medical team, He'll be like, right, Dr. whoever, what's going on there? Like, is he fine? Can he play? And the doctor will go, thumbs up, Rodri can play. And Pep goes, great, play him. And then Pep gets the blame for playing him. But he's going under the instructions of the medical team. So I'm looking at the medical team for this one. Because it's like, surely, this is a team effort, man. We often forget about the staff, coaches. Like, set piece goes in. Is it Pep's fault? Or is it the set pieces coach? The set piece coach's fault, Or, any situation. We saw Donnarumma not save the penalty from Eric Dyer. Are we going to blame Pep for that? For not educating Donnarumma on which way Eric Dyer's going to go? Because Donnarumma had to sprint over to the touchline and get there and find out what side does Eric Dyer like to go. But he didn't know that information before the game, so he had to sprint to the touchline to find out. Why doesn't he already know that information? Why does he have to go to the touchline to find that out before the game? During the game, sorry. We should do that before the game. That's not Pep's fault, but everything gets levelled at the door of the manager when now this modern day football team and club is a team effort, staff included. So I'm looking at the medical department for how many fucking times have we been warned that Rodri is becoming he's a problem. We've got to manage it, and we're not managing it properly. And now he's injured. And now I need to breathe. And now I need to go for a piss. So I'll do that. I'll do that as well. I know. I'm just annoyed he's injured, man. I'm just annoyed because it's so important to us, isn't he? He is so important to us. But hey, take nothing away from the City performance because I thought we were really, really good. I thought we were really good that game, that first half in particular. But lately, we have been a side of two halves. We've often had strong halves and then weak halves, whether it be first or second, doesn't really matter. And I'm praying that's not our strong half. And now the second half, we're going to come out and make mistakes. Brentford get back into the game. Come on. We've got to get that second. We've got to get that second goal. So important now. We should have been 3-0. 3-0 at half time. 100%. There you go, you dingle. Back in a minute. Make sure to hit that like button. And subscribe. And blah, blah, blah. gone to where? That was the biggest cliffhanger ever, Mohammed. Absolutely devastating. You should be writing scripts for Netflix. Rodri isn't injured. He's just gone to... Where? Where's he gone? You wrote the Italian job, you, didn't you? Which is literally, people will be wondering what the fuck's he on about. I'm pretty sure the... Oh. He's just gone to the top. Oh, he needed a shit. That's why he was holding his arse. He was keeping the shit in. A la Gary Lineker. Well, Rodri, get your act together. You should just be like having a shit and just like doing what dogs do. And Gary Lineker did. Just like scrub your arse on the floor. And just wipe your arse on the grass. And the referee can get that white spray and just cover it up. Or someone just brings a traffic cone on and just like puts a couple of cones around Rodri's poo. And we all play around it. I remember my mate, I played five-a-side with my mate and he's not the fittest. Big lad. And he's not fit. And within 5 minutes he ran really hard. And because he's so unfit, he threw up. And it was indoor five-a-side. If anyone, you know, the wooden floor, indoor five-a-side. So it wasn't even AstroTurf where it could might soak into the grass. It was rock solid wood. So there was just this puddle of sick on the pitch. And we all had to run round for a bit. Which was funny. So, yeah, Rodri. Should have done that, mate. Can you hear it? So, yeah, Rodri, gutted. Absolutely gutted. Battle of Stamford Bridge, 1066. Is that going back to the very first Merlard comment? I'll have to Google it after, mate. But you are a bit of a wizard when it comes to historical facts, aren't you, Douglas? And big up, by the way, for being a member for 20 months, sir. Thank you very much, Douglas. You're a legend. Battle of Stamford Bridge, 1066. No idea what happened. Not going to lie. Cheers, YouTube member. Oh, you are, Daniel. You're right there, mate. Look at you. You're right there in the chat, mate. You might have had to have subscribed, maybe. Because I think subscribers on. I can't remember, actually. But I think you have to be a subscriber to chat, just so you don't get people coming in. One gives them an incentive. Oh, by the way, what a penalty that was. Bloody hell. Newcastle. Forest. What's happening with them? And Ange Postecoglou hasn't won a game yet. Hasn't won a game. Would you make any changes at half time? Good to see you, mate. Yeah, he's been a bit sloppy. They're having a look at the Rodri one. Oh, there it is. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, it's his hamstring. It's his hamstring. Got a little video of him going down the tunnel there. He looks just so devastated. He looks totally dejected. Oh, he got timed out. Yeah, don't spam. That's why, Daniel. Fair enough. Officer Hamilton dealt with you. You've been warned by Officer Hamilton. Doku, would you bring him on, James? Oh yeah, I remember CJ's Traps. You just changed your name. It's much better now. CJ's Traps was like, good name, it's alright. Sound like you're going to some MC concert. But you Dingleberry Sounds like you belong on a typical City watch-along. That's what that sounds like, to be honest. But City not coming out here, taking their time. You can see them just about. You just see like the silhouette of Ruben. There he is, Ruben Diaz coming out. Kovacic, man. You just wouldn't recognise him, would you? Like, at a glance, it's like his hair gets better and better every time I see him. Every time I see him, his hair's getting better. I think it's time Haaland got a new haircut. Do you remember the dreadlocks? That didn't last long, did it? He gave it a go, gave it a whirl. And then packed it in. Right, half time. Got to get rid of that. Got to get the clock on. Oh, I fucked it. Got to make that 45. Oh, have I done it? Have I done it? Have I done it? I've done it. I've done it. I thought I was going to run out of time and I'd have to fuck around with the clock. Cutting it fine. And we're off to Jonny Reinders. Kicks us off back to Donnarumma. I'm really nervous, you know. I'm really nervous. I don't know why. It's the other results that are making me feel this way. Oh, he's been done. Coyote's gone round Nico O'Reilly, but great tracking back that from Savinho. He's done well there to slow him down. I know O'Reilly gets back. Oh, and it's flicked over. It's got lucky. He's got lucky. And Donnarumma leaves it. Goal kick. Bollocks, Coyote. He went miles out for a goal kick. And I'm really pleased with Savinho there, man. And I tell you what, ask Liverpool fans if they would like Mo Salah to track back. Ask them how they feel about his work ethic. You know what I mean? Regardless of the fact that Savinho is not as good as Mo Salah going forward, that's not the point. The point is, at least he fucking works hard, which is a minimum requirement for me as a footballer. And I've never understood these luxury players, and I've always had a problem with them. You know, as good as like they are going forward, you think about Vinicius Jr., Kylian Mbappe, Mo Salah. Like, there's so much output going forward, undeniable. But there are games where we need you, mate. Like, just work a bit. Come on. We're just carrying you otherwise. And I appreciate the players that work. I really do. I think it's a bit of an English thing, actually, because I think the English fans, they love it. The English fans, like, we love it. As I might be wrong. I'm sure there are other sets of fans across the world that love it as well. I just love it. I really do. And I think it's a common thing in England to appreciate, you know. Carlos Tevez, man. That's what I'm talking about. I love that. Great tackle by Nunes. Bollocks referee. Fuck off, Henderson. Got his hand up in the air like some fucking landing a plane. And he's not, because Oscar Bob, like a plane, into the penalty area. No penalty, but he's still got the ball. And he's giving it away eventually. But fucking Henderson, like, foul. Fuck off, mate. He's a cheating little shithouse. No way. That's a foul. Thiago's in, but he's just pushed him in the back. Donnarumma! Big save. Big save by Donnarumma, but Josko's just been pushed in the fucking back. It was a foul. And now he's giving it away, Josko. Sharda's coming forward. Chaos. Oscar Bob getting back. Wins the foul. Settle yourselves, Blues. Settle yourselves. But that was a fucking foul on Josko. Ball over the top. Was there a push in the back? No. Not enough. Not enough for me. Not enough. You know what? If that went to VAR, there would be no foul for me. Donnarumma! That's why you signed, mate. Big save from the big man. Donnarumma. Love it. Fucking yes, Donnarumma, mate. None of that fucking pissing about with it. This is what I was worried about. That exact moment was everything I had in my head as a possible problem going into this second half. And I would urge on the almost every City fan was probably thinking that a little bit. I bet every City fan was like, oh, let's not let anything silly happen where Brentford go through on goal from the halfway line. Well, it's already happened. Already happened. And Josko just not strong enough. A little nudge from Thiago, but not enough in it for it to be given as a foul. He just gets caught underneath it, and he's big, he's powerful, he's allowed to go in there. I don't think it was a foul, personally. I'm sure some City fans will suggest it was a foul. At first glance, it looked like a shove, because Josko went so far. But actually, I think he just misread it a little bit there, Josko. Because he still gets his head on it. He just gets it. It was a Jolien Lescott QPR equaliser from Cisse. Do you remember that? 2012. Remember that moment where Jolien Lescott accidentally heads it back and Cisse goes through on goal against Joe Hart and smashes it in the bottom corner. I remember how that felt, man. I was in bits. When that went in. I was like, no, we're not winning the league today. But we didn't. We won the league that day. And we're going to win this game today. Come on. Please, touch wood. Getting worried. We need that second. 5 minutes in, very little to speak of. Oscar Bob drive forward was about it, really, for City. With positive play from Oscar Bob. He was having a good game. Brentford looked better. Coming out, hardly surprising, because they were absolutely pants in the first half. Offered nothing as a threat going the other way. And they've already had a one-on-one, and now they've got a free kick that's going to be launched into the City penalty area. Donnarumma's already made his... Well, he's not. He looked like he was about to go deep and cross it. Or come and collect the cross, rather. But it's a goal kick. It's a goal kick. Look at the Brentford press here. 4 on the edge of the City penalty area. Going short to Donnarumma. Back to Josko. Josko's now going to go long. Well, not long, but calculated. Good little 1-2 by Savinho. I thought he'd given it away there, but we got away with that. It wasn't intended from Savinho, but we actually got on the end of it, and we're coming away with it here. Ball inside to Haaland's on. Doesn't give it him. He goes outside to Oscar Bob. Oscar Bob thinks about the cross. Doesn't do it. Goes back to Nunes. There was a little 1-2 there from Foden and Savinho, and and Savinho wanted to give it back to Foden, but he passes it and nearly gives it to a Brentford player. But actually, I think it was Nico Gonzalez who ends up getting on the end of it, but that was not intended by Savinho, and it made me shit myself. So, come on, let's up the game a little bit here, because 1-0 is uncomfortable. Nico. Savinho. Into Foden. Said it last week, if Diaz starts crossing the ball, I want a month's wages from him. A month's wages from Ruben Diaz. It's like most of us would retire. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's mad, innit? Most of us probably would. Remember that? That'll do. That'll do. I'm done for a bit. At least for a bit. Nunes coming inside. Don't get caught. And he's done well there. He's done well. Finds Josko. Out to Nico O'Reilly. Inside to Jonny. Got a ball in there to Foden. Gives it in. Foden on the overlap. Give it to Oscar Bob. And he's found it. He didn't seem to see him. He was there all along. Oscar Bob. Shot is blocked. He's not got his head on at the minute, Foden. His radar seems off. Like, that was... Like, surely you knew Oscar Bob was going to be there. Could have given that a bit earlier there. I don't know. Maybe I'm being a bit harsh, because I'm up here. I can see Oscar Bob. He can't. He's on the bloody pitch. But you got to assume your right winger's on the right wing, surely, in that situation. He isn't scanning. He's not. You know, and he's still... The position... Again, position. He found a great position and was found by Tijani Reinders. Really, really good position from Phil Foden. Ghosting into these little pockets in between midfield and defence of Brentford. Really good, that. I'm pleased with what I'm seeing from Foden in that regard. But when he gets the ball, he's got options that he's just taking his time with and not being quite as, killer instinct as we've come to expect from Phil Foden, even in this season, we've come to expect a bit better. You know, I'm not talking about 23-24 player of the season, Phil Foden. I'm talking about this season. He's been better than that this season. Josko's giving it away. Sade's coming forward. We're going to get back, are we? And Josko just commits a foul, surely. Referee says nope, because the referee is a top bloke. Referee is a great human being, because that was almost definitely a foul. Josko just took him out. He just grabbed him and just like fell down while holding onto his arm. I'll take that. Nico O'Reilly's switch is poor. Intercepted by Hickey. Isn't that what you get on your neck when... Is that what it's called when you get a kiss on the neck? And someone sucks blood out of your neck? That you did when you were like 14. Well, anyway, that's his name. Like a vampire. Aaron Vampire. Savinho just not strong enough there to hold the ball, or just to stand up, really, let alone hold the ball. He couldn't even stand up. He just got bullied then, really. And I mean, it's definitely a weak spot to it. Great turn by Nico O'Reilly, and then he's been shepherded out of play like a sheep. Oh, Liam, I like the shout. I like the shout. You know what? Silence disagrees, just coming from injury. But I mean, 15 minutes away from now, last 20 minutes, bring him on. I mean, there's got to be a reason he's on the bench, Silence. And I agree with I actually appreciate your pragmatism there, because it is, yeah, he is just back from injury. Take it easy. You're right, I agree. But he's on the bench, so there's no point being there if you have no intention of using him. So, like, give him some minutes, maybe. But yeah. Ooh, Donnarumma. Gets it to Josko. Oh, bit dodgy at the back there. Donnarumma, ball to Vardiol, had to be controlled with his forehead, which is always a difficult one to do if you're controlling a ball with your forehead. Don't know if you've tried doing it. It's not that easy. But he does all right in the end. City win a throw. Deep in our own half. 56 minutes gone. City 1, Brentford 0. We need a goal. Big time, because this game is not as good as it was in the first half. We've not created anywhere near the amount of chances as we did in the first half yet. And we don't look as good. We look a bit uncertain. Savinho's gone down. He's just been whacked and then nothing is given. And he's got up because he was perfectly fine to begin with, and I'd be fuming if I was a Brentford fan watching that. He just fell on the floor, rolled about for about 10 seconds, and then got up, immediately won the ball back. Oscar Bob sleeping. Nunes! It's gotten shit. It's gotten sloppy. I'm loving this ref, though. What's his Nunes doing with that scoop of a ball there? What's he thinking? Fucking get your heads in the game, Blues, this second half, man. Like, fucking error after error in the space of about 30 seconds. Losing my head here. Savinho diving and then getting up and being perfectly fine. Josko Vardiol with Donnarumma's ball to him. He has to control it with his forehead, keeping us in our own half. And then fucking Oscar Bob sleeping. Nico Gonzalez's ball was a bit short, but Oscar Bob, therefore, come to it. Doesn't, waits for it instead, gives it away. Then Nunes ball in for Brentford, back post. Nico Riley, header over the bar. Right, fucking warning shots have been fired here by Brentford. Multiple warning shots. Take heed of these warnings. Fucking hell. What was Nunes doing there with that scoop? With the left foot, his weak foot just scoops it. 5-yard scoop. To fucking Oscar Bob and gives it away. What the fuck? Putting us under stupid pressure like that. And we've given it away again. Nunes, ball down, just hopeful ball, left foot. The City players with arms like this, looking around at each other. I mean, I'm entitled to go mental. I'm sat here, like, watching it. Like, you need to calm yourselves on the pitch. Because this is crazy what we're doing here. Good ball. Savinho, 2-on-1. Go on, Haaland's come forward. No, Savinho, you got to give him a fucking chance, mate. Kelleher, skins Haaland. But Nico Gonzalez... Haaland tells the referee, who's been a reasonably top bloke so far, but Haaland tells him to fuck off. Ball over the top here. Thiago, is he going to keep it in? No, it skids. Skids off the grass. Bit of dew on the grass there. What a stupid word that is for rain. Sensitive word nowadays. Right, let's not go there. Let's not go there. We're not going there. Bit of dew on the grass. Rain. Skids off from Thiago. Opportunity gone. Your most embarrassing story, Jonny, be honest. It's not that embarrassing, but when I lost my virginity, the girl shit herself. How's that for a fucking story? Bet you weren't expecting that, were you, Micah? Like literally poo on the bed. Right. Don't worry, I got the right hole. Just don't know what went wrong there. And more embarrassing for her, really. But let's not go into any more detail than that. Let's leave it there. Let's leave it there. Cheers for the super chat, Micah. Brentford throw in. Probably shouldn't have said that. It wasn't my wife, and she's not my wife, by the way, but she's got good control in that department. Throw in. Haaland near post. He's done well. Clear it. Clear it. Clear it. He's coming back in again. Henderson. Out to Coyote. Cross is coming back. Nico O'Reilly blocks it. It's a corner ball to Brentford. We are under a bit of pressure here, Blues. We are under a bit of pressure. Damsgaard. Deep cross, back post, gone over everybody. Sharda's going to try and keep that in, is he? No, it's going to be a City throw-in. Oh, I'm not enjoying this game anymore. I was really enjoying the first half. We were in control, man. There was zero threat from Brentford. And everything looked good. We looked like we were surely going to get a second goal. But all of a sudden, you don't take your chances. Cheers, Micah. I had an embarrassing one the other day at school. Not I'm at school, but my lad. It was like last Christmas. And I'd parked and slightly blocked. Oh, it's cleared. Fucking, we are so dodgy at the minute. Like, we're just have no confidence in them. All of a sudden, just like completely lost our ability to just compose yourselves. Shaky at the back. We've got it. Chill. I was at school and my lad was doing a play and I parked really badly and I blocked someone's driveway by about that much. Like, they could definitely get out. But they stopped the play and the headmistress got on the microphone and read out my car reg and said, could this person please do that as the house owner's threatening to call the police? Can you please? So I had to get up in front of all the other parents that were watching this play and leave, like, as the dodgy Parker, the twat Parker. And I mean, he could get out. He was being a knob. And I mean, it was packed. The street was packed because it was right outside the school. And I mean, I promise you, I'm not making it up. He could have got out. But having to get up in front of all these parents, that was a more recent embarrassing moment. It was a bit of a Karen, Curtis. He really was. You know, he proper was a knobhead moment, that. Savinho, down to the byline. Crosses deep, goes straight into Kelleher's hands. I'm starting to think Doku time. I'm starting to think it. I am from Manchester, born in St Mary's Hospital. Great ball, that. What a turn from Oscar Bob. Really good pass. Loved that. Hooked it around. He's had a good game, Oscar Bob. Just needs a bit of end product. You know, and I mean, he should be having an assist, really. He found Phil Foden in the first half. That should have been 2-0. And we'd be talking differently about Oscar Bob's game. Or we'd at least be a bit more positive about his game because we'd be talking about an assist. But City looking to get control of this game once again. Knocking it around in midfield. Which is better. Much better to see. Big up Church. Nunez gets it to Jonny Reinders. Make sure you're hitting that like button, everybody. We've got 1,300 watching, and like half of you have liked the button. Hit that like button. Foden, nearly found by Haaland. The other way round is normally the way, but this time it was Haaland sending Foden through, but overhits the pass there, Haaland, and Foden just couldn't get on the end of it. Come on, smash them likes up. Yeah, I'm thinking Doku. Just for some electricity, because it's just gone a bit stale, hasn't it, the game? You know, and this suits Brentford. We've lost our impetus going forward. We're not being as creative. We're not being as dangerous. And we are being more silly on the ball, like that, to Jonny Reinders. What was he doing there? Giving that ball away like that. Nico O'Reilly gets back, wins the ball back off Kevin Schade. Really, really good. But what are we playing at, lads? It's gone really silly, this. That's exactly right, mate. Where's fucking E-Steve when you need him? I wish Brentford had an electronic version of their own player. Have they got an electronic player of any kind? Because we need to get them on. Or Keith Andrews needs to get that player on. Plug him in, get him on. We need our second top goal scorer back in action. Donnarumma. Ball out to Nico Gonzalez is behind him. Don't get caught on it, mate. Don't get caught on it. Don't get caught on it. Ball into Savinho. He's just not strong enough, is he, Savinho? He can't hold him off. He's just got bullied there by Aya. Ball down the line here to Yarmouk. Coyote on the overlap. Doesn't give it him. Goes back to Henderson. First time cross from Henderson's deep and dangerous. And Nunez thought about it, and actually leaving it was a great decision. It was a great decision actually by Nunez, because that was an awkward cross. He just sort of like threw himself at it but left it at the same time. Nunez, a weird one from Nunez, but like eventually it was actually a good bit of defending and it goes out for a goal kick. But bloody hell, we are living sillily. That's not a word, but not dangerously. But we are causing our own danger in this game for me. Like, mistakes are creeping in. To Jonny Reinders with a pass before. Josko Vardiol's header flicking back to send Thiago through on goal. Nunez scooping the ball over people's head within our own box. Like, what's he thinking doing that? That's just like a proper brain fart moment, that is. He's had a great first half, Nunez, as well. I thought he was really good coming forward. But we've got way over 20 minutes to go, including stoppage time as well. And this game is far from done. Far from done. Sillily. That's right. This has been a silly performance. Ball down the line. Josko leaving it. Leaves it. Lets it trickle out for a goal kick. Yeah, I keep hitting the mic. Sorry, everyone who's getting like loud noises in your face. But yeah, Ryan, substitutes. I think it's Elia's agreeing with you. I think we're getting there, aren't we? 20 minutes to go. I know Silence was worried about Cherky's minutes, but I think it might be a bit of Cherky time. Nico Gonzalez giving it away there. That's just silly. Could go down as an interception, but that's not a foul, referee. I like this ref, man. I like this ref. And it's not just like City favours. When I say that, he's actually let a lot of the game flow. And if anything, in this second half, it's us that have been needing to foul them. You know, I bet we've got more fouls than they have. Because they've been hitting us on the break. And as a result, you've got to bring them down, haven't you? And, you know, we've seen Josko do that. He didn't give a foul just then. I think it was Nico Gonzalez or someone, but Nunes gives it away. Bad touch, though. Foden's got it. Man on. That's a foul. That's a straight-up fucking yellow card as well. Henderson. Go on, Haaland. Fucking let him know. Henderson even apologising straight away. But, I mean, fuck you, Jordan Twatbag Henderson. He's a dickhead, man. He really is. It's like, oh, sorry. Have I snapped your Achilles, mate? Oh, sorry. He's fine. Foden's fine. He's a dickhead, man. He knew exactly what he's doing then. It's just a dirty bastard foul, that is. First yellow card this season for Jordan Henderson. What's been going on there? I swear, every time we've played against Jordan Henderson, we've had a tough time. You know, the result has often not gone our way as well, especially when he was in a bloody Liverpool shirt, man. Remember back in the day, he scored a screamer against us, didn't he? I'm sure he did. But 20 minutes to go. A shaky second half performance. Performing in a silly behaviour. Which needs... man on! Good ball. Well done, Nico. Heavy touch from the other Nico. But he wins it back. Gets lucky. Silly touch, that. Go on, smash your way through, mate. Smash your way through. You've still got it. That's Nico O'Reilly in a nutshell, man. He just keeps going with it, doesn't he? Just somehow he's still got the fucking ball. But ball down the line here. Dango. Ruben Diaz blocks the cross. Josko was there to slow him down at least. But Diaz, actually, for me, is the only player so far in this game that's actually not made a mistake out of that back line. You know, and I've been super critical of him this season. Proper snide I've been on him. You know, I've really fucking let you know what I think about him. And, you know, on the ball, Ruben Diaz this season has been poor. But this game and the last game, I actually thought he was solid against Monaco. But every other defender we've seen Nico O'Reilly. Just then, heavy touch. Do you see that? Nico Gonzalez with a great ball into Nico O'Reilly. Space, a touch of a fucking wardrobe, just like 5 yards in front of him. Brentford player, he has a bad touch and gives it back to Nico O'Reilly. And away he goes, gets lucky. But, you know, just cut that out. We've seen Nunes do a few Nunes things. Josko Vardy flicking it back on the top of his head. I might be wrong, but I think Diaz has been all right in this game so far. You see Keith Andrews then. Subs are coming on. Yarmouk is down, looking to probably come off if he's injured. But Keith Andrews then telling the subs, I imagine that's press. Close them down. I don't know, we could do with it, Buzz BB, couldn't we? Yeah, you said that about 5 minutes ago, mate, and it's still not happened. And I thought it was... You were right when you said it 5 minutes ago, and we're still here now, no subs. Brentford are throwing them all on as well. I think Pep's pushing his luck, I must admit. This is a moment to... What have we got? What are our options? I look and it's there. I love that. I love it when it does that. So Gonzalez is already on. I'm not sure Stones... I don't know. Not sure there's a move there. I'd be considering... I don't know. Nunes' pace... I kind of want to keep him on. I think it's just really Doku and Cherki. Foden and Savinho off for Doku and Cherki. That's what I would do. Doku's got his top off. He's coming on. He's behind. You can see him there. He's got his coat off. That is one thing that Doku absolutely has on Savinho. Is you can't bully him. Because he's a tank, mate. He's like a little wall, isn't he? Like, you're just hitting a brick wall. You go into the back of Doku and you'll end up coming worse off. Whereas Savinho, you can just bully him, can't you? He's very delicate. Very delicate. Long throw-in coming in for Brentford. Here it comes. Near post. Out of the box. It's coming back though, crossed in. And Donnarumma's. And we're already doing that. 17 minutes to go. And Donnarumma collects it and drops. And proper Jordan Pickford shit, that is. Ball over the top. Savinho. Is he onside? He's not. He looked about 40 yards offside. And the flag goes up. It'd be nice to see him bulk up a little bit, yeah, because I mean he doesn't seem to offer anything in terms of strength. But there's stuff to his game that I think he's good. It's Bernardo Silva is coming on. Taking Oscar Bob off, I imagine, could be Foden. But I'm surprised at Bernardo Silva in a game that's actually become quite physical. Bernardo Silva is not someone who mentally sound as a pound. Leadership quality is 100%. Donnarumma's collects it. But yeah, Captain Bernardo coming on. Captain Little Bernardo Silva. Not James's first choice. But here comes Doku. Free kick City. I mean, I'd take a 1-0, wouldn't you? Any sort of win now is like, yeah, win. Just win the fucking game. Please. Come on. I think Tajani's upped his game. Still a few mistakes in that performance, you know. I think he's had a better game than he has in recent weeks. Tajani Reinders, with 15 minutes to go. He was unlucky not. He met that cross from Nico O'Reilly, side foot volley. If that had flown into the back of the net, that would have been nice. Oscar Bob off, and it's Doku who's actually coming on for Bobby. Bobberino, Bobinho, Bobby, and it's Tajani Reinders for Bernardo Silva. And Savinho stays on. Are we going left foot, right wingers and left wingers? Or are we going inverting wingers? Opposite foot wingers? But I thought the lack of physicality from Bernardo Silva, okay, do you know what? He's actually quite, you know, in terms of winning tackles, he's actually quite good. He's going to book Nunes. And I mean, he did step in front of the ball a little bit, but Kevin Schade tried to get Nunes booked there. And actually, by the letter of the law, isn't it if a player just boots the ball against a player on purpose, trying to get them booked, then that player gets booked. And considering Kevin Schade's on a yellow card already, could have been a fucking second yellow card. But I think Nunes stepped a little bit in front of the ball then. But I don't know why Brentford want to go quick with it. Switch on! Fucking hell, Kevin Schade then. Jesus Christ. He just peeled away and it looked like no City player, except Bernardo Silva, in fairness to him, was switched on. But I thought they were going to go down the line and no one was reading it. Haaland back there doing some defending. Really, really good. Wins the free kick. Look at that. So I'm applauding him, and all the City players have ran to Erling Haaland and just giving him a high five because he's fucking doing everything for us today, lads. Winning the fucking aerial duel at least, or at least causing a problem, and then winning back and winning the tackle and then winning a foul in the process. The guy's a fucking beast. Erling Haaland, mate. Round of applause. And big hugs, high fives all round off the other City players. You remember the OG of long throws? Rory Delap, yeah. He was scary, nothing compared to this now. His son used to play for us. That's right, Liam Delap. A while back, last super chat of the day, number 5. So 5 super chats off you, mate. Thank you very much. It's normally 3 for you, isn't it? You're an odd number, man. I remember, Mike. It's odd numbers only for you. So when number 4 came in, I was like, oh, roll on number 5. I'm looking forward to it. But no, I appreciate you, mate. I appreciate you asking the embarrassing question as well, by the way, which I should never have answered. Should never have answered. But 12 minutes to go. 12 minuten to go. Big up Jammy Jam Jam. Second goal is desperately needed. Great play from Bernardo Silva to bring us forward. Savinho's gone on the right, by the way, and Doku's gone on the left. So we're not doing right foot, left foot. One for Foden to chase here. That's going to stay in that. He's going to go down to the byline now and slow it down by the Brentford corner flag. Gets it back to Savinho. Nico G. Brentford have got numbers back. We do, Jammy Jam Jam, and we need it. And we could do with it right now because that would see the game out surely at this point. Because Brentford haven't, you know, I can't see them scoring 2 if we score 2. I can't see that happening. But, you know, stranger things have happened. But I can fully picture a Brentford equaliser in this game. You know, the way we've been playing in this second half, man. Why? Why? I said it at half time. We have been a team of 2 halves lately. It's very sloppy in one half and then just brilliant in the other. Pissing me off. And Savinho, again, touch of a fucking wardrobe. Out for a Brentford throw-in deep in their half, thankfully, but still. Big one for Haaland. He wins his header. Nico Gonzalez controls the game. He's been good since he came on, Nico Gonzalez. I must admit, I've not seen any mistakes from him or anything to grow concerned about. He's been pretty steady for me in Rodri's absence. So I don't think this is a Rodri's left the pitch, we've lost control situation. I think the players, some of the players behind him, Josko, Nunes in particular, have been a bit shaky in this second half. I think Savinho has been poor in this second half, but he wasn't poor in the first half. He was all right. You know, he came forward with a bit of quality. Not great, but there you go. Look at that, look at that. And is he gonna lose it? Is he gonna lose it? But still, you know, he didn't fall over and get manhandled, Doku. The touch was heavy and he's actually given the ball away. But you can see the difference between Doku and Savinho there, because that was a difficult ball to control in the first place. But at least he's not getting bullied off it, but we could still be punished for it. Ball in. Diaz clears it. Savinho, keep it in, mate. And he does. He gets there. Nothing silly, mate. Just goes long. One for Haaland. And he slips. It's Ayer again who slipped, but there's a Vandenberg behind him. Do you remember last time Ayer slipped? Haaland was through on goal at the Etihad. It's kind of a similar situation, except he wasn't the last man this time. Yeah, please, man. Killing me watching this. It really is. So shaky, but I mean, you know, 1-0, you'll take the result. You take the result, but still a lot to work on with this side at the minute. Still a lot to work on. I'm not so much tactical. I'm talking like little, you know, errors. Josko nearly playing it out of play there for Doku, and Doku asking Josko, who's come forward, to go on the underlap, and Doku's pass was all wrong. But thankfully, Brentford have kicked it out of play for a throw-in, rather than going up the other end where Josko was massively out of position. Nico O'Reilly. I thought he was taking too long. He's getting booked for not taking the throw-in quick enough. He wasn't. I mean, he threw it just as the referee had decided he's going to book him as well. He was pushing it a little bit there. I thought this is like taking a while. And then we've just thrown it and it's a Brentford throw. Fucking hell, man. It's proper, like, come on, lads. Just... Hey, look at Rodri. Stood up. He's stood up. Look at him wanting it. He's wanting it. Whose free kick's that? It's a Brentford free kick by the look of it. I haven't figured out what's going on here, but referee's got his yellow card out. I imagine Josko's getting a yellow here, but 7 minutes to go, and this has got 1-1 written all over it. I'm telling you right now, this has got a horrible equaliser written all over it. The way we've been playing in the second half, it's been not good enough, man. It's mistakes again. Oh, was it not a free kick to City? To Brentford? Has he been booked for diving? And Josko put his hand like there, and he's got... Look at Rodri, man. Look at him on the bench. Everyone else is sat down. Rodri stood up, like, gesturing and, like, you know, caring about the team. So sad that he's just got injuries. I'm hoping that, like, isn't a... He just felt it and, like, you know, a little warning. Your hamstring can warn you, you know what I mean? It can let... Sometimes it just goes, and then it's like, you know, 4 weeks, month out, minimum. Sometimes it can be like, oh, yeah, I'm about to go, so you better stop what you're doing. Maybe I'm hoping it's one of them. But even so, I can't imagine him rushing back anytime soon. So, I mean, what we're looking at here, fixture-wise, at least we've got the international break. So that's one of the weeks gone. Maybe 2, technically 2, really, isn't it? But when he comes back, we've obviously got the Everton game at home, which I'm hoping Nico Gonzalez can do a job for us. Then we've got Villarreal away. And then Villa away, Swansea in the League Cup. And then we're not even into November at that point. And then it's Bournemouth at home, Borussia Dortmund at home, and then 9th of November, Liverpool. Could he be back for that? And in which case, if he's like 80%, I'm like, don't risk it. Ball over the top. Here. Nunes, please. Nunes, come on, get hold of it. Diaz clears. Well done, Ruben Diaz. He's had a good game, man. Bernardo Silva. Man on Josko. First time ball into Doku. Doku, great touch. Go on, Doku, you wait. Oh, is he actually... He put that ball too close. And they've got a throw in here, Brentford. Bastards, man. The ball went out there, you fuckwit. Why is he running down there? Get him back where the ball went out. That's bullshit. Get him back there. Coyote's going back, thankfully. He's going back, but he's gone to get the bloody towel. It's mad how this sort of football's come back in. I never thought we'd see it again. Part of me likes it, but I hate it when it's against us. Oh, Coyote. Long throw coming in. Referee's saying, get back. Well done, referee. He's had a good game. Like I said, man, this is the moment. Cleared by Bernardo Silva. I said it in my preview, didn't I? Good form, bad habit. That was the theme. Clear it! He's fucking bobbling around. Doku's won it. Go on, Doku, run with it, mate. Go on, take it away. Take it away. Go on, Doku, take it away. You're on stage. Take it away. They're going to keep that in as well. And like I said, last minute goals. We've generated this as a bad habit, haven't we? And Bernardo Silva just boots it up in the air. One for Haaland to go and chase. That's fine, mate. That's fine. That's the sort of shit that causes problems in these moments, man. I'm fine with that right now. 3 minutes to go. We are hanging on against bloody Brentford here. And we are to be blamed. It's our fault we're in this situation, lads. Not taking your chances in the first half. Poor decision making in an attacking sense. Great play overall, but that final ball in the first half just was not good enough. But the second half performance has just been so lacklustre. Really not good enough in every department, really. At the back, we've been, you know, when we've had to defend, we've actually been all right. But when we've had the ball, more than anything, it's been so sloppy. So sloppy. 2 minutes and a bit to go. Well done, Nico. You got it. Go down. Go down. Don't give it away. Don't give it away. Good ball. Foden. Man on. Nico. Josko. Foden. Nico. Don't be trying that shit there. Trying to fucking nutmeg. Haaland's come back and won it off him. Fucking brilliant again from Erling Haaland. Nico Gonzalez just driving forward. Love it, Nico. Great play. Good ball into Foden. Foden's got space. Finds Bernardo Silva. It looks sluggish. Sluggish. They look fucked, don't they? International break. Here you go. Savinho. Go on, mate. Savinho onto his left foot. No options in the box. They look so tired. the City players do. I mean, Foden's got an excuse, to be fair. He's played a lot of football lately, but... yeah. Come on. Smash them likes up. We've got 1,400 of you watching. Big up to all of you that have tuned in. I really appreciate every single one of you. I really do. But smash them likes up. Let's get to 800 if we can. Oh, Donnarumma, you fucking hell, man. This has just summed up the whole fucking second half. Still, 1-0 City. Nothing has come from it, but fuck me. That just epitomises everything we've seen in this first half, man. That sums us up, mate. Fucking even Donnarumma's now chipping in. Got away with murder there. Just taking so long to just kick the fucking ball. And he's given a corner. What's the corner for? Jesus Christ. I mean, I don't know how it's a corner. He just boots it off a Brentford player and goes out of play. Surely that's a goal kick. They're saying it came off Donnarumma. What the fuck? But you're asking for trouble, man. Jensen ball in. Back post. Josko clears it. Well, it's going to come back in a minute. It's going to come back 90th minute. Ball in. Josko clears again. 4 minutes of injury time. That's from good refereeing, that. In all honesty, because, I mean, he's not stopped the game very much, so there's no reason to be adding any more than that, really, is there? It's all substitutes. One injury, maybe? No, that was from the first half. Ball in, Donnarumma, make it yours! And he's won the punch, he's punched it clear, and he's done it, he's cleared it. Well, for now, he's done it at least, but jeez, I can't believe how long he took on that ball. And was it Kevin Schade who just blocked Donnarumma's attempted clearance? I mean, that could have gone in the back of the net, that could have done, man. That is risky. And like I said, that's how we've been, all of them. They've all been doing things like that. All game. Just silly. We've got a throw-in to defend. One of many throw-ins that we've defended in this game, and it's a deep one. Where's Haaland when you need him? Edge of the area. Kevin Schade. He's going further away. Hickey. He's going to have a shot. Over the bar. Over the bar! Over the bar! By Hickey. Giving me a kissy on my necky, because it's Hickey. Fucking take your sweet, sweet time with this. Bloody Carvalho. Carvalho's coming on. Former Scouser, isn't he? He's going to do... Oh, he better not. He better not. It's over the bar. Come on. Dangerous. Living dangerously here, lads. 1-0 Brentford. A 1-0 City against Brentford. But Haaland, is he going to win it? Yes, he is. But he's flicked on. No one there to win that second ball. Josko steps in. Nico Rodri, no fucking attempts to beat the player. No! He's fucking... Come on, man. Naivety. We've won the ball back because it's a throw-in, but I thought, surely you're not going to try and beat him. Surely you're going to clear this fucking thing. But no, he tries a little nutmeg. Fucking so naive. That's showing your age right there, Nico Rodri. You've had a great run of form. 7 games in a row, I think he's started, man, and he's been brilliant. But that is showing your age. 92nd minute, and you're trying to nutmeg down the fucking left side of when you were last man as well. What the fuck, mate? You've already done that once and given it away, and now you're trying it again. No, simple shit. Get it out. Who cares how we win this game? If it's ugly, I'll take 3 points ugly, then a pretty 1 point. Fuck that. I want 3 points. Get it fucking cleared. There you go, Nunes. Away you go. Savinho. Go on, lad. Send Doku. Get your head up. Give it him. Give it him. Doku's got it. Where's Haaland? That's going to be a Brentford fucking throw as well. 1 minute to go. Throwing deep in the Brentford half. Haaland sprinting forward. Got in some... trying to at least prevent... Oh, it looks like Dexter's Laboratory, the coach behind Keith Andrews. That was a good cartoon, wasn't it? Ruben Diaz with a vital tackle again. Nunes, simple to Bernardo Silva. He's giving it away. Go on, clear it. Pass. City throw. City throw. Seconds remain. This has been a grim second half. I'm not going to lie. This has been a poo second half. Very unenjoyable. Very sloppy. But, I mean, long throw by Núñez. Nico Gonzalez. Diaz. Yes, Ruben Diaz. Haaland flicks it on. One for Doku to chase. Let's make it 2. No, that's it. Wise. What's he doing here? Referee's giving a free kick to Brentford. Kelleher is going to launch this. He's going to launch this. Pep is fuming. He's having a go at the fourth official. Launched by Kelleher. Last chance of the game. Haaland's back there. It's flicked on. Oh! Donnarumma collect it. And he does well. He actually had a bit of basketball there. Clear the fucking ball. Josko. And he does. I thought Josko was trying to do it. That's what Nico O'Reilly should have done before. And fucking hell, Ruben Diaz and Donnarumma between the two of them. Is that the full-time whistle? Yes, it is! Yes! Yes! Can't believe how much we made fucking hard work of that. We dominated that first half. By far the better side. We deserve 3 points from the first half alone. But you make an absolute meal of it in the second half, man. A meal of it. There was no need for the game to become that hard. Everyone's running to Erling Haaland to congratulate him for his unbelievable performance. One, to give us a 1-0 scoreline to begin with, till we talk about the fact that he scored the fucking goal. But the defending he did when he came back, and I said exactly that in the preview. Near post defensive clearances from all them throw-ins. Look at this. I'm loving this, by the way, seeing the importance of the victory. And maybe that's a lot of it, because the attitudes of these players and the way they're celebrating it, like, this was fucking big. This was big. Like, you know, there must have been some nerves in that second half. There must have been. So that's mental for me. Like, control them. They need to be controlled better than that, because this season's so young. We've got so far to go. We can't be allowing it to get this intense this early. We need to control games for the big 90 minutes, you know, not 45 minutes and then be like, right, well, what's going to happen now in the second half, because we're going to be a completely different outfit. We've got to be better than that in the second half. But we've won the game. That is all that matters. That is all that matters. And like I said, I think we fully deserve to win the game from the first half performance alone, and we should have had this game out of sight, you know. But the way these players, I'm watching them now, the way they're celebrating it, they know this is big. 2 points behind Liverpool, 3 behind Arsenal, and this Manchester City side, this club, you do not want us sniffing. You don't want us breathing down your necks. You don't want us anywhere near us. If we are close enough to catch you, then you fucking better believe it, mate. We'll fucking come close. Haaland's giving some shirtless bloke a... He loves it. He loves it. Just the guy... Haaland loves it, man. He's so good, Haaland. That's it now. Every fucking City fan's going to be taking the top off just on the off chance that Haaland might give them their shirt. But, yeah, there goes the clock. But bloody hell, lads. We made hard work of that in the... ears are gone. That's what they do. It's what they do when I start to shit myself. The ears go. But everyone's loving Haaland, and rightly so, man. Rightly so. He worked his socks off, man, defensively. It's so good having this guy play for us, isn't it? Like, look at his name, man, and the back of a City shirt. That guy plays for us. He plays for us. So happy. So happy, man. 3 points, buzzing, league table. Doesn't actually look very good, actually. What are we now, 5th? I think we've gone 5th. But, I mean, Christ. I'm still bothered about that second half a little bit. I think I'll calm myself a little bit more. When I watch the game back tomorrow morning, I'm going to feel a bit better about it, probably. But I'm still, like, you know, I've got the energy of the second half that was very concerning. But yeah, we're 5th. 5th on 15, not 15 points. Yes, no, 13 points. That was goal difference. No, it wasn't. It was goals 4. top goal scorers in the division. And we only scored one today. And we're top goal scorers in the division. We have not got the best defence. There are a few sides better than us. But Liverpool have conceded 9 goals this season. We've conceded 6. And a side that is conceding that many goals, you should be worried. This early into the season. You look at everybody all the way down to 6th. Goals conceded. Palace 5, City 6, Bournemouth 8, Spurs 5, Arsenal 3, Liverpool 9. So that's concerning. That's bad, man. We did. Maybe that's why I say shit the bed so I say that a lot, don't I? You've shit the bed. I didn't say that to her. I was pretty like helpful. I tried to be like consoling, like, oh, don't worry about it. These things happen. Do they? Do they? I'm not sure they do. I actually defended her, by the way, at a house party, like probably a year later. At a random house party, like over a year later, and she was getting busy with another person, another man, another bloke at my school in a room, and I wasn't the one who went in. But like when people found out someone was in a room that wasn't locked, people like the sad bastards used to open the door and go, hey, charge in and go, hey, and like invade just to get a bit of a free bit of eye candy. Because sad bastard teenagers, you know what I mean. But someone had walked on the bed before she'd gone in their dirty footprints, and then a group of lads went in and was like, she's done it again! She's done it again! That was bad. And I defended her then. I was like, that's footprints. That's not poo. That's clearly a footprint. Don't be harsh. But anyway, let's move on from that. It's proper weird. City. Let's talk about City. But the performance in the second half is concerning, and I'm worried about long term. But like, you know, we came away with a clean sheet. It's the stuff in between. Like Donnarumma has come away with a clean sheet. Dodgy mistake though. Like with minutes to go, man, he's kicking that ball and it got intercepted. That could have gone anywhere. Could have gone anywhere. That so. If that was just it in the second half and we're like, okay, no problem. You're allowed to make a mistake in a game. Yeah, of course. Everyone makes mistakes and everyone makes mistakes even at this level of football. Of course. We can't expect perfection from our side because we've actually seen close to perfection from this Pep Guardiola side in the past. So I do think the standards have been so high that when mistakes start to creep in, we get a bit excessively critical of our players. And I do, and I've been like culpable of that, and I've been known to do that. I get a bit unnecessarily like, oh, you gave one pass away, so therefore you're having a bad game. No, that's not fair. But it wasn't just the Donnarumma pass, though, was it? Nunes scooping the ball over the top, Gvardiol flicking that header back and not being strong enough. And people might say it's a foul. I don't think it was a foul. I think he just misread it, you know, and he got caught underneath it, a la Jolyon Lescott against that QPR game. There were other moments in the game. Jonny Reinders giving away a silly ball in the attacking third, an inside ball that just gave it away. And then away come Brentford. Lots of mistakes from almost every one of them, really. I think Ruben Diaz was solid. Nico Gonzalez was pretty solid. I thought Savinho had a reasonable first half. Not great, but decent enough. But second half, man, he's got to have better output than that. He really does. He was very weak on the ball. Very easy to just like, you know, you fire it into him, and it's not sticking. And it's like, fine, if you had a good touch and then the defender just comes into the back of you and you go down, if your touch is good enough, then you're going to win a foul. But if your touch is bad, then not only are you getting bullied by the defender, but your touch is bad as well. So it makes it easy for the referee to not give a foul. You know, if you're going to be that type of player that's not physical, who gets fouled often, but, you know, if you control the ball and get your body in the way, then you're going to win fouls. But if you're not controlling it and it bounces off you, and then you go down, you don't get the free kick. And he was doing that a few times in the second half. And yeah, and it didn't really make sense to me to not see Doku start the game. But Doku didn't really Look at that, Haaland getting a kiss off that bloke without a top. Love it. Love it. Yeah. More clean sheets than a Premier in. Yeah. Certainly won't be giving names out, but yeah, not good. Not good. But yeah, I'm pleased with the 3 points, ultimately. That's the key factor, that regardless of the performance, you're winning the game. And I mean, let's be honest, that performance that we saw today from City was probably above most of the Liverpool performances we've seen this season in games that they were winning. And everybody was like patting him on the back.
Well, it's what champions do. It's what champions do, isn't it?
Like, yeah. Right. So, us winning in this fashion, it might not be considered what champions do, but you win games like this, you end up, you give yourselves a very good chance of becoming champion. So maybe, just maybe, that is the sort of result that we'll look back on and go, well done. Good win. Brilliant. Brilliant. So pleased with the 3 points. And I'm absolutely buzzing about Erling Haaland, by the way. Absolutely buzzing. He gets better and better, doesn't he? He just gets better and better every time I see him. He goes from level to level, and it's his overall game now. We're not talking about just, he doesn't get in the box and finish. He's a tap-in merchant. A tap-in merchant that now wins his aerial duels. He gets back, clears the ball, putting in tackles on the edge of his own box and clearing the ball in that regard as well. His hold-up play has gone through the roof. It's massively improved. It fired into him. It sticks, and he brings City players in, I mean, there are areas of his game that still require improvement, but I mean, they're getting smaller and smaller and smaller to the point where we nitpick at Erling Haaland. And it's the habit of humans, unfortunately. That's what humans do. Someone that is so, unfathomably good as Erling Haaland, you want to find the flaw in that person, because it's well, they can't be perfect. They can't be perfect, because I refuse to accept there is such a perfect thing. And he isn't perfect. And people can find his flaws. But because he's so fucking good in everything else he does, they find the negative and they fixate on it. And they get obsessed about it. And you get moronic statements like, he's playing like a League 2 player. A League 2 player. He's playing like a League 2 player. And fucking Jamie Carragher waffling on about I'm not sure he's in the right team. He's a good player, but is he in the right team? Fuck off, mate. And you're talking absolute shit. Bollocks. Coming out of both Roy Keane and Jamie Carragher's mouths. And this guy, Erling Haaland, has silenced so many people this season. He's walking it. He's walking the Premier League Golden Boot at the minute. He's bloody miles ahead of everybody. What's that? Fucking 9 goals. We need to improve in other departments, because I know what the narrative's now going to be for the rival fans. It's going to be, can City win without Haaland? I'm pretty sure we did that, wasn't it? Was it Burnley? Was it Burnley? I can't remember what was it. No, it was Huddersfield, wasn't it? It was Huddersfield. Yeah, it was Huddersfield. No Haaland, but yeah, Huddersfield. So come on, let's not get carried away by beating Huddersfield without Haaland. But yeah, that's what they're going to do. They're going to talk about how good he is now. He's too good that City can't live without him. Because that's always the end-to-end nature of the mainstream media. And it's why you are now watching YouTubers rather than these fuckwits. Because they have to dramatise everything to a point where it sells and it gets headlines, where Haaland's just not good enough. Haaland's a League 2 player. He's in the wrong team. To the other end, where it's City cannot live without Erling Haaland. He's too good. Without him, City will flop. Where's the fucking middle ground in all of that bollocks, that either end of the bollocks, the spectrum of bollocks that you are speaking? Crap is what it is. But one way or another, Erling Haaland plays for Manchester City and he's bloody brilliant. And I love him. I love him so much, man. He's so good. Is it 7? I don't know. What we do need. So the narrative is that, though, even though it's, there's an element of truth to the fact that we need other players now to step up. We want to see Foden get into, 10 goals, 15 goals would be ideal. That'd be great. At the end of the season, we want to be talking about 20 G&A for Phil Foden. That's what we need to be talking about. 20 G&A, goals and assists, goal involvements. And I want to be seeing possibly the same for Doku. I think the same for Doku. 20 G&A. I think he's hitting those numbers. I think he's got the ability to do that this season. And I want to see Jonny Reinders getting 10 G&A, maybe 10 to 12. Savinho should be. I don't think he will. The way he's playing, he's struggling, but he needs to get to that. Oscar Bob should be getting 8 to 10 G&A at the end of the season, minimum, really, for him. Cherky, when he's back, I wonder what we're going to see from him. I would expect him to be getting into double figures for G&A as well. And then it's not too bad. At the end of the season, if we're breaking 100 goals combined without Haaland having to score fucking 60 of them, you know what I mean? Like, that's great. That's great. But we need other players to step up at the minute. But Haaland is what we have, and Haaland is delivering right now. And that's it. Oh, yeah, Marmoush, Ashraf, absolutely. When he's back, then, again, he's another player for me. Should be getting towards... Obviously, injury is going to lower your score if you're out for a big portion of the season. But I still think he should be getting close to 15 G&A at the end of the season. And you tot all that up with all that bollocks I just came out with. You add all those numbers that I just splurted out, then I'm pretty sure we've got, title chance, title race winning numbers. Maybe not winning it, but title race winning numbers from our players. And it's just the only thing that will stop us is ourselves. Silly mistakes where we gift the opposition the chance to equalise or the chance to win the game from, silly moments that we saw glimpses of in that second half. But ultimately, it wasn't Brentford's day. The chances that we gave them, we dealt with more or less, and the silliness wasn't punished, thankfully. But still, clean sheet. Big M, good to see you, mate. Can't ask for much more, really, going into the international break than 3 points, and we got that. So 3 points on the board, 2 points behind Liverpool. Who'd have thought that? 2 weeks ago, sitting 2 points behind Liverpool. We lost 2 out of the first three games of the season, and we're 2 points behind Liverpool and 3 points behind Arsenal. We've gotten away with it. Those 2 games, we got away with it. They should have killed us. They should have punished us. They fucked it. Now we're in it. We're in the race. We just got to keep going. Just keep going. Long way to go, but we are there. And if we are there, come March next year, then you better believe it, man. This is going to be an amazing title race. Amazing. But long way to go. Blues, make sure you're hitting that like button. Make sure you enjoy your Sunday evening or whatever time it is. Some of you are watching this at stupid o'clock. Go and get some sleep if you're one of those. Enjoy your night. And international break, enjoy that. Take some time off, whatever it is you want to do in terms of your free time. But enjoy yourselves. Enjoy the fact that we are very much in a title race. And we won, undefeated in a long time now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 games undefeated. No, that's not right. Because I'm looking at Haaland's goal scoring record. But it is 8 games. Is it 8 or 7? I don't know. I'm pretty sure we're undefeated in a long period of time now. But obviously United, Napoli, Arsenal, Burnley, Monaco and Brentford didn't lose any of them. And it's 6. Is it 7? It's 7. 7. Well, good that I'm losing count. That's a good sign. It's a good sign. Good sign. But we've got to keep it going now. Everton, who have just beaten the undefeatable Crystal Palace, up next. At home, though. At home, without Jack Grealish, who is ineligible. Tony Hawk, pretty sure that's not how you pronounce that. Hoivik has become a member of Typical City. Big up to you, sir. Thank you very much for your last-minute donation and your support, mate. It's very much appreciated. And I'll promise to call you... Is it Hoivik? I think that's how you pronounce it. I'll call you Tony. That's easier. That's easier, isn't it? Big Tony. Nice one, Tony. Top man. Appreciate you. That'll do, pig. That'll do. Massive. Buzzing. Enjoy yourselves, Blues. Enjoy your weekend. Take care. Hit that like button and subscribe if you're new. If you're interested in becoming a member like Big Tony has just done exactly that. The link is in the pinned comment of this chat and in the description of the video as well. Take care, everyone, and I'll see you in the next one.